All right, chat is up. All right. Hey, what is up, guys? Steve here, and it is time to start another stream. We have special guest speedrunner0218 with us.
Been a while since I've been on your stream, technically.
Indubitably. Well, it's been a little while since we've been streaming regularly. I saw that you have streamed nearly every day since I took off.
Uh, my new schedule is 6 streams a week, 1 video, and that 1 video is my day off.
Well, looks like we've already got our team selected, so probably go ahead and get started.
Are you still in the Elite Four?
What do you mean still? We've made it to the Elite Four.
I said, are you still in the Elite Four? I remember that you had that stream where you were at Karen, and then Game Dev and I both donated to kill your run.
Yeah,
So the whole stream you accomplished nothing.
That one was definitely gonna make it. Okay, so it looks like we picked our team, but we did not actually create the team. That's fine. A to Z, Suicune. If I recall, Suicune's basically just got Bubble Beam. Terrible. Oh, and Gust. Yep, Bubble Beam and Gust.
What? Can anyone... Wait a minute. Does that thing have Curse as well, so you can, curse Gust?
Sure. If you want to do that, seems like a big waste of time. Okay, Primeape's good. Very good, actually. Hitmonlee. I don't think I've used a Hitmonlee before. Mega Kick, High Jump Kick, Meditate. Ooh, and Mud Slap. That's very solid.
Remember, it's the bad high jump kick.
Yeah,
it's not the Gen 1 high jump kick.
It's not every time you go against a normal type. Hey, Andrew Palmer, welcome to the stream. I see you're on vertical. Just letting you know that the chat in the down here is for horizontal only. Murkrow.
Why do you only have the stream for horizontal, the chat for horizontal?
Well, would you think it would be too jumbled up if I put both chats? Just be too much going on. All right, Feint Attack.
Why wouldn't it be the regular stream where the viewers will be?
Oh, I said horizontal, didn't I?
Oh my god, I mixed them up. Never mind.
All right, Starmie. So, interestingly enough, Staryu is better than Starmie, but Starmie does have the added benefit of speed.
It's not surprising. It's called... The rentals love doing that. The lower stages had better moves.
Yeah, and they give them a lot more IVs and stat XP. So, in a lot of cases, the the first stages are actually basically only a small downgrade. Okay, Hypno. Still going with Hypnosis Dream Eater, huh? Yeah, that's unfortunate. Hey, Cody, welcome to the stream. So teams that I don't particularly think will make it very far, I don't pick the items. But we do have Primeape, Hitmonlee, Starmie, which is not nothing. Hey, John. All right, your only weakness is basically electric, so we'll go put you if you get paralyzed.
Have any of these berries ever been useful yet?
The Sleep Berry and the Confusion Berry, I think, are the only ones that have done anything. Oh,
call them by their real names.
The regular Berry has healed Wobbuffet a few times, but I don't think it's healed it to the point where it's made it survive a damage by less than 10.
John left. He's probably on his phone. Also, everybody, make sure you notice the new curtains.
Indeed, we have upgraded to art. I have also upgraded t-shirt. I now have a Goku t-shirt, and I made sure to check which symbol this was, and because I really wanted the Turtle Hermit School, and it is in fact the Turtle Hermit School.
Sorry, guys.
All good.
Yeah, I didn't know. I sort of went in and I thought, oh, maybe I shouldn't be here. So yeah. Then I just checked YouTube and you guys were talking about me. So yeah. How's it all going? All good?
Good. All my stuff came in. I've got the curtain. I've got a nice, most expensive shirt I've ever purchased. The world is my oyster.
Most
Nice.
expensive shirt you ever purchased. Have you never been to a concert?
This is the most expensive shirt I've ever purchased by $2.
How much did that shirt cost?
$29.
How much did I spend on shirts at the last concert I've been
Most
to?
expensive shirt I ever bought was a Aerosmith tie-dye shirt, but for $27. And then my second most expensive shirt was a now I can't think about it. Most of my shirts are free. Or
Wait.
from Goodwill.
When you say shirt, when you say shirt, do you mean like just t-shirt, or are you talking about
T-shirt, yeah.
Oh, okay. Cool. Yeah, because I was about to say you would have spent more a wedding type shirt, right?
Oh, well, I've never been married. And also my suit is a hand-me-down suit.
Ah.
I did wear a tux to my brother's
Okay.
wedding, but he paid for it, so I don't count that.
No, he's the one paying for it. Yeah. Oh, cool.
Huh.
Yeah.
I can't
you've been
decide
lucky.
between Hitmonlee and Primeape. I'm leaning towards Primeape solely because it's faster.
Hitmonlee's got better special defense though.
138, 96. That is a good point. Ironically, I feel like Dynamic Punch would be better than Cross Chop just because Dynamic Punch has the upside of confusing them and therefore giving me a higher chance of winning.
There's also a higher chance of missing as well, right?
Well, yeah, but when you're dealing with a team of relatively bad or low expectation Pokemon, you want the more luck-based moves because the luck-based moves give you the chance of winning.
Okay.
Like for instance, look at
Just 'cause
Hitmonlee's
you've got-
moveset here.
Yep.
High jump kick. There's no luck. There's no flinch or anything. Same thing with Mega Punch or Mega Kick. Mud Slap, however, is a high chance move, but as we all know, accuracy was kind of nerfed in Gen 2. Primeape, Cross Chop, high crit rate move, which is kind of a higher chance of winning. Dig, which has got coverage, which is not helpful in this matchup. So, I mean, in theory, the Hitmonlee has a higher chance of being better with the Mud Slap, but it's not really going to be living through many attacks. But you are right about the special defense.
Yeah, because I remember Gen 2, they gave the Hitmons way too high of a special defense, but makes it really good against other psychics.
So I think it's Starmie, Suicune, Hitmonlee.
Nice.
Suicune not very good, but it at least is so tanky it might be able to do something.
Oh, that's cool. Hey, sorry, I can't stay for long, Steve. I've got a birthday party to go to. It's my 40th today.
Sense?
Yeah. Big 4-0 today. Yeah. Oh, that's a good combo.
Huh. Well, both of my moves are special,
special defense.
but Waterfall does much more damage.
Yeah, Waterfall's probably the best play. Probably kill him too if it hits.
I actually thought the Kadabra would have swapped out. Oh my god, I got a crit. Oh, that's why he didn't swap out. I forgot about the Thunder Punch. Wow.
Ah.
That did more than I expected.
Yeah, Starmie's special defense isn't that high.
It's just that like Kadabra doesn't have stab like Electric, and Thunder Punch is only at like a 75 power move and not a 95 power move.
To be for real though, surprised you didn't one-shot the Alakazam when you got the crit.
Okay, so this is one of those we need a lot of luck because our last 2 Pokemon are not very good. So as much as I would love to deal the most damage I can with Waterfall, Zapcan has the highest upside because if I paralyze them, they could get fully paralyzed.
Yeah, there's only 50% chance of hitting. So
Right,
you might
but
be
here's the
better off
thing.
getting
In a
shot.
one-on-one
Tip
battle,
damage.
do I think that Suicune and Hitmonlee, between the 2 of them, can defeat 1.5 Pokemon?
Yes.
And the answer is I don't think they can.
Yes. I think Hitmonlee could kill Giraffe because he's part normal type, part psychic. So you go high jump kick and kill him as long as you've got chip damage on it.
Okay.
Full health, probably not.
I can agree with that. I can agree with that. Less than I expected, but okay.
No surprise, it'll kill you, probably.
All right, Hitmonlee.
Norris has put Hitmonlee to prove himself. If you get the 10% miss, oh, better hope not.
Okay, that's good. We're faster. Oh!
And you back killed?
Nope.
Oh,
Oh, it does only have Psybeam, though, not Psychic.
yeah. As long as he doesn't get the confusion. You got this now. So you're faster as well. That's good.
I got a useless crit.
Yeah, it would have been good if you got the crit before that would have killed it.
Indeed.
Alright. Doesn't matter what Will sends out now. Yep. That
Flying
was
and
expected. What
Psychic.
other moves
That's not going to do very much for high jump kick, so we're going Mega Kick.
That's probably the best way.
Oh, it's faster. Ouch.
Can you survive?
Well, I don't think in a one-on-one battle Suicune can beat Xatu, but we can definitely try.
What moves does he have?
Bubble Beam and Gust.
Rough, man. Oh, I guess this bubble beam the whole way. Hope that you get crits and slow down.
A slowdown
This is
would
a
be
slow
quite
battle
nice.
too.
All right, question is, will we do
You're
more
a bit
than
of a tank.
a third-ish? Well, if we get the speed drop, we can
Probably
go
not.
first once. That would be great. Okay, so it's a third versus a fourth. So we really have to get the speed drop at some point?
Yep.
I forgot about Mega Drain. Oh, all right. Let me bring Annie in here. Welcome,
Hey, Annie.
Annie. I don't think we got the speed drop once again. Okay, so we have to get the speed drop here and a crit.
Or a crit. Or both.
No,
is
the
it?
speed drop's mandatory. Yeah. See, if we had got the speed drop, I think we could have won.
Isn't Bubble Beam like a 10% special, not speed, special speed drop?
Yeah, I think so. But we did hit it 3 times. I mean, we had 3 chances.
Oh well. That's Pokemon for you.
Okay.
It's too bad the Mega Kick didn't. Yeah.
So, I never tested out the whole top monitor display thing after installing it. So, I have no idea what it's going to look like when I click top monitor for selecting our new Pokemon. Because it's a significantly larger resolution. I don't think the stream is going to do that. Okay, well,
Okay.
let's see what happens. That is none of the monitors? Top screen.
Guess you have to go back to the bottom screen.
Okay, there we go. Okay, so it's gearing towards the left. I can work with that. Pokemon. All right, so it's slightly more the right. There we go. Perfect. Ekans. Oh, all the Pokemon. Oh, right, I turned them off on purpose. I forget what stream I was showing stuff for. Oh,
Ekans.
yep, Ekans. Not a good start. I don't think Ekans, even with a good moveset, would be very good.
No.
Ekans, the pink eye Pokemon.
What'd you get Arcanine, did you?
I don't know if that's good. I feel like Arcanine had Flame Wheel.
Arcanine has good stats, probably terrible moves.
Okay, well, we already know for a fact
Well,
Entei's got 5 Fire Blasts, and that is all. It has no other attacks.
Arcanine has Flame Wheel, Extreme Speed, Leer, and Roar, so basically Flame Wheel and Extreme Speed.
Well, that's more than Entei.
maybe leave.
All right.
Entei is just Fire Blast.
Yep. Oh, interesting.
And
It's time to find out if this other baby is good.
Entei's Fire Blast honestly might be comparable to Arcanine's Flame Wheel because Arcanine has higher special attack and lower regular stats, so they might have given it more stat XP.
I'm genuinely curious of what Elekid's gonna look like because we just did the whole Smoochum thing in Gen 2, and unfortunately Smoochum wasn't anywhere near as good as you expected. Well, no stats over 100, but the moves are at least good.
It's decent, I guess.
All right. Stab, Flame Wheel, so that's 90 power. Extreme Speed is 85 power. 129, 119.
Not
All right.
flattering.
Well, I mean, 85 power neutral move to most Pokemon is pretty good.
Yeah.
With relatively high
Extreme
stats.
Speed at 80.
Huh. Entei's stats are lower than I expected. Honestly, these aren't even all that great. Got significantly high attack, but that no attacking moves. Oh, Nat, as we already know, quite useless.
Entei's best stats are HP, attack, and speed. Everything else falls behind.
All right,
It doesn't
Elekid.
have a good attack move.
Elekid's special attack is only 97 compared to Electabuzz's 121.
Wow.
Okay, so it is quite a significant downgrade from Electabuzz. That's unfortunate. Unlike Smoochum, which is an upgrade from Jinx.
And what's Charmeleon like?
I mean, Charmeleon is basically just as good, if not better, than Entei.
Nice. Except for the scats, obviously.
So we pretty much just have like Fire Team plus Elekid.
Yeah. No, wouldn't you just go pure fire?
I mean,
Like Fire Blast still does a lot from Entei.
I guess Fire is not that bad against the whole team. The Entei's Fire Blast though is quite bad though.
Oh, Fire Blast is how much power?
Oh,
is
hold
Fire
on a
Blast
second.
off?
Elekid is 127 speed.
Oh,
Fire Blast is 120 base power plus stab.
Do you think 127 is fast enough to go first against Zatu?
No,
No.
I don't think so. But I mean, you could always give it a shot.
Other than Lance and Bruno's Golem and Blastoise, Fire has pretty favorable matchups in this Elite Four.
We could go fire blast and pray.
I think that's a good play.
Start with Entei.
85 accuracy.
Start with Entei, just kind of, fire blast our way around, and Arcanine is like there as the kicker, just in case we know fire blast isn't super good.
I'm back. Wait, this isn't the same team.
Yeah, the other team died. Actually, it wasn't that bad. Like, if we had gotten one speed drop, we would have won.
Against who? Will?
Yeah. It was straight up Suicune versus Zatu. Zatu won because we didn't get any speed drops. But if we had, we would have definitely won. All right, well.
Man, imagine if they gave a Hydro Pump instead of Bubble Beam.
Dang it, it did more than half. Feels bad.
Well, hopefully this hits and hits hard.
Interesting. I don't think a burn helps, but... Oh, I bet you Extreme Speed can finish it off.
Yeah, it will. It's very physical, frail.
Well, yeah, but Arcanine just straight up got 129 attack, which probably is good enough. I don't think Arcanine's fast enough to hit Kadabra, but Extreme Speed will clear that up for us.
Yep. No, that's what I mean. Well, Extreme Speed is what? How much power in Gen 2? I know.
I'm pretty sure it's 85.
Is it? Oh, it's straight out 80 in Gen 7.
Sweet. I'm like 65% confident it's 85.
85.
What?
What's 85?
Yes! Okay, I just like being right.
Talking about strength speed.
Okay, well,
Oh no, Extreme
I
Speed is
said
80.
it's 80 and Gen
it's 80?
7.
Darn it. Well, you just said 7. Oh, that did a lot less than I expected. Maybe we go at... Oh, no.
You have to fixture now.
Interesting. That was only slightly more than half.
Maybe you get the burn with Flame Wheel.
Oh no.
Oh,
So, in Generation 2 to 4, Extreme Speed has a priority of 1. In Gen 5, it has a priority of 2. It's 80 base powered 5 PP in all games.
Darn. Okay, well, that's why I only said 65% confident.
yep.
There's only one Pokemon in the game with it, so I don't get to see it very often.
Yeah, it's just Arcanine because the Extreme Speed Dratini is a special event.
But I get the extreme... I think I get the extreme speed every single run. The Dratini.
Yes, it's a special event because that Dratini in the Dragon's Den was the only one. It's the only one in Gen 2, the only one in Gen 4, and until Sword and Shield, those are the only Dratinis that can turn extreme.
This is not good.
That's alright. We knew we weren't gonna...
I say it's a special event because you can only get that one, and in Gen 4 they actually make it so you can pass down Extreme Speed as an egg move. wasn't an egg move in Gen 2. It was just a move.
Hey, guys, I'll catch you all later. Have a great rest of the day. And yeah, I'm gonna go out and have a couple of drinks now. So
All right, see you,
yeah.
John.
All right, see you. Have a good one. See you, Steve. Have a good stream.
Yeah.
Bye.
Okay, well, off to a solid start. Got 2 losses like that.
Yeah, sorry I keep deafening myself. I'm also editing something on the side.
Okay.
All right. Okay, well, we didn't use Hypno. I mean, Drowsy's probably better than Hypno, honestly, if they gave it Psychic. Drowsy. Ugh.
I like how the 3D model gives it a dumb look. I mean, who knows? Does Magikarp in this rental thing have at least tackle and flail?
I think it does have flail. I think Tyranitar was actually
It has tackle, flail, and splash, I think.
I think Tyranitar was actually like useless.
Tyranitar had crap moves, but it's got Bite, Mudslap, Leer, Sandstorm. However, Sandstorm is 1/8 HP damage in this game.
Ah, yes, because the games don't end in like 6 turns total.
No, but I was just bringing it up. Because a lot of the Pokemon rental Pokemon deal
Ooh.
crap damage
Free
because
choice.
the opponents cheat with their stat XP.
Wobbuffet.
Ooh.
Okay,
Well,
somebody needs to donate to kill this team. You can't have Wobbuffet.
why?
Wobbuffet!
This team's
Wobbuffet
not
is
even
broken
good.
in Stadium 2.
I understand it looks good because
Wobbuffet!
there's a Tyranitar, but you got to understand Tyranitar it has no moves.
The move that's in this game were
Where's
not designed by a human being. They were designed by cats licking each other.
Rouse. They did give it Psychic.
Yeah, thanks for the Mariah. Thanks for the 7 months for Steve.
Indeed, appreciate that.
I always see Mariah like use those membership milestone chat things. I always see her using them.
Indeed. Ironically, the person who has one of the longest streaks, I don't think he's ever shown up in chat.
That would either be me or Boss KO.
Neither of you two.
I don't think he had a member older than one of them.
I said one. Well, okay, yeah, but here I'm also including his Twitch ones too. I have a member that's at like somewhere between 50 and 60 months.
Are you sure that's not Twitch subscription?
I'm counting both. He's also subbed to me on YouTube, but it never shows in chat because he always does it offline. I assume it's just automatically updating every month. But if you include Twitch, Warlord Wolf is at like 60 months.
It's a bad move set on that Politoed.
We're gonna have to make do. Our Pokemon, the theme is bad moveset, good stats.
You're really worried about the Magikarp being frozen?
Well, if I think the team is incapable of beating Will, I don't even assign the berries.
You just do it randomly?
No, I just click, all 6. So the last one's always gonna have normal berry. All right, Wobbuffet. Okay, let's see. Tyranitar. 139 attack. Basically no physical moves. Okay. 100 attack or special attack. Stab bite. So 90 power bite. But okay, so what are I know Tyranitar's got like a shitload of weaknesses. So it's probably weak to. Well, it's not weak to psychic. All of them have a psychic move. Not weak to electric. It is weak to grass. Honestly, Tyranitar is not crazy bad for this matchup. Muck, however,
it's
is
weak to steel. It's weak to obviously fighting. It's weak to ground, as you mentioned, grass, water. It's not weak to ice. That's a ground type thing.
okay. So essentially, what it sounds like is it's weak to Giraffe Rig and Executor.
Pretty much, yeah.
Oh, Zatu also has the grass move too.
Yeah, Zatu has Giga Drain, but at the same time, Tyranitar has pretty good special defense. It is
Wow, that Politoed is downright unplayable. What-
Whirlpool.
What kind of power is Whirlpool? Like 15?
Yeah, it's like 75% accuracy or something, or 85.
Are we seriously having to consider Drowsy here?
Yeah.
Because I don't think Muck can really survive more than one
it
hit.
is 7. It's not 75% accuracy. It's 70.
Actually, now that I think about it, at least Muck's gonna get one attack. I'm not sure Drowsy can even get one attack. Muck's got 130 physical with stab, sludge, and high probability move dynamic punch. The reason why I say high probability move, I mean, if I hit a dynamic punch, the opponent has a chance of hitting themselves, therefore giving me a higher chance of winning. Okay. Wobbuffet.
Yeah, because you got to play to luck here because the odds are tremendously against you.
Yeah. Wobbuffet, Muck, Tyranitar. All right. Do we remember the beginning strategy? Because every time we pick Wobbuffet, he always picks that too. I don't know if he's ever thrown any Pokemon out other than Zatu when we picked Wobbuffet.
Yeah, I think it's just been Wobbuffet and then...
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Hold on. It only has special moves, right?
Wait. Yeah, it's all special moves except Shadow Ball.
Oh, you mean
Oh.
the move it's going to
think it
use?
used-
Shadow Ball?
Wait. Yeah, last time it did use Shadow Ball. So
It used
either
Shadow
it's
Ball
going to-
twice in a row.
Yeah. Why the fuck is it using Psychic?
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. It's a fit. Oh.
No!
Special drop? You've got to be kidding me.
Okay, I saw that. What made you think that was going to use a physical move?
He's going to use Shadow...
Because last time it did.
He used Shadow Ball twice in a row. A crit?
Physical move. Why was it using a physical move?
Dude,
The AI loves to go special physical. It loves going back and forth, but it maybe the whole... Okay, well,
Oh my god.
we're dead.
now you should go for Mirror Code, right?
Well, no,
'Cause
now
surely
we go
it's
for
gonna-
Destiny Bond, which we're already dead, so it doesn't matter. Perfect. Perfect. Destiny
What
Bond it is.
the
We're just gonna
fuck?
spam Destiny Bond. This is
There's
fine.
a Team Magma Grunt Omega Ruby that does that.
Wait a second.
What is he doing?
Wait a second. Did any of my oh wait, hold on. Tyranitar is actually capable of beating of beating
Did you use
Alakazam.
Destiny Bond or Counter?
I'm just spam.
Destiny
I just
Bond.
spam Destiny Bond.
Destiny Bond doesn't fail unless it misses because of something like Fly. So you could just spam it.
Yeah.
and
It's
until you different move, it'll just take them down with you.
Yeah. Destiny Bond would only be bad if it was like Protect, where you would have to make sure it doesn't go twice in a row.
The major downside of Destiny Bond is that you have to lose a Pokemon to happen, and it's 5 PP.
Considering
Everything
how
else is really
bad
good.
that that Kadabra matchup went, I'm just happy we got one Pokemon. Zatu?
Yeah.
Come on. Okay. He's gonna use Giga Drain.
It's gonna move first because Tyranitar is slower than
Yeah,
Windows 98.
I don't have a choice.
computer.
I pretty much have to spam Bite.
Yeah.
Darn it! I was hoping he'd throw out Kadabra, so that way Tyranitar versus Kadabra, I'm pretty sure I win. I needed to use Muck on Zatu.
It has no reason to throw out Kadabra right now.
Darn, that Giga Drain did so much damage. That would have.
I don't know if we can.
Does the AI cheat in this game like in Stadium 1?
I mean, yes, but like, which way are you referring to?
Like, if you predicted the opponent to use a psychic move, you switch to a dark type and it switched to a fighting move?
No, it doesn't blatantly cheat. It just gets statistical cheating.
Oh, because in
Oh,
Gen
no,
1,
it just
the
gets
AI
like
cheat.
17 crits.
Like, it has to do with, like, the opponent chooses the move after you do.
He didn't even need to cheat, but he's got his King's Rock flinch.
He King's
He
Rock
cheat-
flinched you
they
with Giga
cheat?
Drain?
Yes.
That's funny.
They cheat not through regular means, but because they get good RNG all the time.
Last
The,
time
Reasonable levels of good
against-
RNG.
against Will by himself, I believe Will had 6 crits to my 2.
Are you sure this isn't Gen 1?
No. No, Gen
This-
1 is stupid trainers.
I think this
Here
Zatu
is
though,
smart trainers.
it cheats the hardest just because they get
Special
they
effects drop.
clearly
That's a
gave this
10%.
Zatu-
Actually, no, that's a 1% for the
this
player.
Zatu's speed is just too high. Like I don't even think it's very like
fast.
okay, like for instance, the rental Zatu's got like 119 speed. I can tell you right now, this Zatu's got more than like probably 130. Like this Zatu is way faster than a normal Zatu.
The rental AI cheats not through waiting until after the player moves to move, but their Pokemon are cheated.
All right, well, off to 3 quick losses.
Well, I know the Emerald Battle Frontier, the AI is actually known to cheat in the code. Because, like, in your win streak gets really high, the AI is actually far more likely to get crits.
Somebody looked up the code for Stadium 1, and there's definitely code for blatant cheating. I don't know about 2 though.
Blissey. Is Blissey any good?
I have no idea.
It's Blissey.
That doesn't mean anything. Technically, it could be good considering most of Will's Pokemon are special attackers.
Oh god, this moveset is terrible. Egg Bomb, Thunder, Defense Curl, Flash.
Flash and
Where's
Thunder are
Softboil?
decent.
This is not a moveset.
Oh,
Ghastly.
I
Hey,
guess Ghastly's
you
better
got-
than Gengar.
Hey, Hey, Ghastly's a ghost type. Surely it'll go good against a psychic type.
Gengar is literally unplayable.
Does Raikou have crunch?
I highly doubt it. I bet you Raikou probably
I can
only has
check.
Spark.
It has Spark, Quick Attack, Flash, and Roar. This moveset is worse than the one you get from a 5-year-old. Because the
probably
5-year-old
worse
would
than
at least
the-
put 5 electric moves. And there are
Stab.
only like 5 electric moves, and 3 of them are
Okay,
good.
well, it does have
Strength
a
and glare are definitely good.
It does have 100 attack, which is not 100 is the baseline for playable. 100. Okay, well, unfortunately,
Thunder's good for
Blissey
the
does
Zatus.
have Thunder, which makes it playable.
Hey, it's Stadium 1. And you remember in Stadium 1, Thunder was the best move in the game?
Yep. Interesting. 115 special attack.
Yeah, you can use Psywave.
That doesn't care about your special attack.
Sidewave was designed by cats licking each other.
Does that Pidgeotto have frustration?
That Pidgeotto doesn't have 100 in any stat but plus or except for speed. That Pidgeotto might as well just read Pidgey.
That it looked like that Pidgeotto had frustration.
That moveset does. Oh,
bad.
by the way, we've found out that they do not have 0 friendship. They've got somewhere between most likely 0 and most likely between 40 and 90. Low, but it's not super low. It's probably default friendship, honestly.
Maybe.
Default friendship is like 70 or something.
Right. It make frustration good, but not great. Quick attack. Another team incapable of beating Will. I don't even know what Pokemon to use. At this point, I'm thinking Blissey, Mischievous.
It says it's 70 friendship. Frustration would have a power of 74.
That actually feels right.
It says on Bulbapedia it's 255 minus
Regardless,
friendship divided by 2.5.
If there's a stat under 100, it's basically unplayable. But I'm telling you, this Pidgeotto's got like baby Pokemon stats. All right,
it says here
baby
if the
Pokemon
user's
stats are good.
friendship is. It says if the user's friendship is 128 or more, returns stronger than frustration. Well, I guess that would make sense. That's the halfway mark.
All right, Dig's not
Blissey
good on
needs-
anything.
Blissey, Mischievous, Raikou.
Well, Blissey only has Thunder. Do you think Kadabra would be smart enough to spam Shadow Ball?
Did it spam Shadow Ball on Wobbuffet?
It didn't, but that's because it's tricky.
It didn't this time, but it did in the past. And
Yeah.
also, Mischievous has higher special defense and physical defense.
I don't think it's gonna go. I don't know.
Well, we obviously have to go Mischievous because Mischievous has Stab, Shadow Ball, and all of these Pokemon
Yeah.
but Clefable are Psychic type. So, I don't know if we start with it though. Almost all of them are special attackers, so I kind of feel like we have to bring Blissey. Zatu has Fly,
think you
Kadabra
should.
has Shadow Ball, Girafarig has Earthquake. I don't remember
Well-
what Clefable has. I think Jinx.
You could also.
I think Jinx has
you could
Thrash.
just- You could Egg Bomb the Jinx as well, since it has
Jinx
the
Body Slam,
lowest
Double
defense.
Slap, Ice Punch, and Psychic.
Body Slam. So they all have physical attacks, except for maybe Clefable.
Yeah, they all have physical attacks except for Clefable. Clefable has Psychic, Thunder, Fire Blast, and Blizzard. Kadabra is Shadow Ball and then all special moves. Girafarig is Psychic and then all physical moves. But all of them have special moves.
I'm bringing Ghastly because its stats weren't nearly as low as I expected. It had 130 special attack and like 110 speed. The thing is like infinitely better than Pidgeotto.
Ghastly has very bad has a very low base stat total, but most of it is in attack and speed.
Okay, well, Thunder's a good choice. Good matchup here. It'll use Fly
It's
though.
probably gonna use Fly, but Thunder can hit Fly.
Thunder
What did I
can
say?
hit Fly? What?
Yeah, Thunder
Yeah,
can hit
it
Fly
can.
Pokemon.
I don't know if that was
In
started in
Gen
Gen 2 though.
I'm pretty sure it was Gen 2.
Could you
It's not a guaranteed hit.
I'm gonna
That
look
this
up.
was because of
I'm
the
gonna look this
30%
up.
accuracy of Thunder.
Hold on, I'm looking this up. Let's see. Gen 2 to 5.
No way! A
Uh,
10% flinch and a matchup that I actually have a good matchup? Game cheats. Come on, man.
Oh, it says Thunder can hit it during the effects of Fly, Bounce, and Sky Drop, Gen 2 to 5. So yeah, it could have hit it, but you just missed.
Yeah, and the Gen 6 change is the base power reduction.
Okay, well, I did hit
and
it that
not
time.
being able to paralyze electric Pokemon.
I'm still very pissed it got a flinch. It hit me
Yeah,
one time, and it got the King's Rock activation. I would be more pissed about the King's Rock activation than a Thunder miss. Like, I expect to miss these Thunders. I mean, it has
Thunder misses are
70
gonna
accuracy,
happen.
and
King's
right
Rock
now
is
it's
like
currently
10%
33%
stupid.
accuracy. Oh,
You know what's funny?
I can hit this one. I can hit it. Come on. Don't miss again. You're at 33%. Come on, make
It's
it
gonna
50%.
miss.
Thank you.
Darn.
Okay, 50%.
You know, him spamming Fly actually was kind of bad for him. It gave you more chances to Thunder.
the reason he spammed Fly is because all his other moves were special, and also Nightshade can't affect Blissey.
Do you outspeed Girafarig?
I don't think so. We're just a block.
Psychic, Giga Drain, and Fly, and
think-
Fly was the best one.
I was thinking, like, in case you did, you could have used Flash.
Bye-bye, Blissey.
So Levitate's not a thing, so my last two Pokemon are basically dead to Girafarig.
I'm pretty sure
Mischievous
both of
isn't
those last
poison,
beat
so
Girafarig.
Mischievous is probably better.
Mischievous does not, however, have a super effective move because it's a normal type.
Oh, right. Normal
Wait a minute,
type.
wait a minute.
Mm.
I
Hold
would
on,
say
if,
to use Thunder because it's
no, wait.
stronger than Pain Split
Wait.
or Psy Wave.
I was thinking maybe if the Girafarig outspeeds, you let it hit you with Earthquake and then use Pain Split.
That's actually a good idea because it has higher HP than you. And
I
it
think
has
so,
even
because if
higher
Earthquake
HP
puts
once
you in
take
red
damage.
health... Oh,
Oh, that's a shame.
that... Hey, it did like
Pissed?
6 damage. No, it did like 7 damage. Look at
I
the
wasn't
HP.
aware that was a thing, that it could do
But
7
hey, since
damage.
you're damaged, you can Pain Split again.
Pain Split averages out the HP of the Pokemon, so it's not fixed damage. It's share the pain.
I think you should just keep spamming it.
Yeah, I'm gonna finish it off with Ghastly.
You're losing HP, but it's losing HP faster.
What? No, it's gonna finish me off right here. And Ghastly might not even
69.
knock it out from here at 69.
Nice.
It would have been funny if you lived at 1 HP. What does Ghastly have that's
Oh.
going to be good against this thing?
Psychic, that's it.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Oh, God. Does Ghastly still have the high special attack, or was that moved to
Oh,
its special
high.
defense?
We could go for high variance move.
It
Confuse
still has
Ray.
high special attack.
High
don't-
variance.
Ghastly line still has the high special attack. It has
Yeah,
bad
but
special
Psychic's
defense
not
now instead.
probably not gonna knock it out from here.
Yeah, but...
If Psychic doesn't knock it out from here, then we wished we had used Confuse Ray.
But then again, it's only a 50-50 chance.
No, you gotta understand, it's one Pokemon versus two now. We have to go for a high variance play. If the variance works out in our favor and it hits itself, then we can make it to the next Pokemon at full HP and have a chance of winning.
I think so, yeah. Unless the last Pokemon's Clefable, in which case you're kind of toast.
God, Ghastly's enormous.
Yeah, if you read the Pokedex entry, Ghastly's like almost 5 feet tall.
Hit yourself. How dare you?
Psybeam.
I should have known it was never gonna hit itself. One shot. Okay, well, whatever Pokemon
Well-
was next was also going to one-shot. I think
Can you put the
Girafarig
Heat Touch
Psybeam
into
is the
attack
weakest
effect?
psychic move on all, the whole team. Oh, interesting. I don't think Ghastly was going to do anywhere near defeating an Executor.
I don't know why you chose Ghastly when you could have chose like
What,
I don't
Dunsparce
know.
or Raikou?
Dunsparce was decent. It had Glare for paralysis because in strength was a really good
Do you
move.
hear this guy?
And Dunsparce has good bulk.
Yes, it has good bulk when it's a much higher level. When it's mono a mono level 50 versus level 50, it's very bad.
Well, you should have randomized a better team.
Yep, you're right. It's all on me.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm
Oh,
pretty sure
God.
Annie already said Mareep is bad. Flaffy's the one you want?
Yeah, Flaffy. Ampharos has much better stats, but the moveset of Flaffy is the most ideal because it has Fire Punch, which is really good for an electric type.
Okay, so Houndoom has very bad moves, but it has a good matchup against everything but Girafarig.
It's like Ember and Smog and Bite.
Well, it's got Bite and I think Ember.
Okay, I was thinking Smog must have been that one trainer in the radio tower. It doesn't have Smog. It has Ember, Bite, Swift, and Roar. So
Yep.
basically Ember, Bite, and Swift.
Yep, Ember, Bite. That's what I said.
Houndour has Flamethrower, Crunch, Sludge Bomb, and Sunny Day. That could also been why I thought it had Smog, because Houndour has
Ooh.
Sludge Bomb.
What does Rhydon have a bad matchup against other than Clefable? Does Alakazam have Ice Punch?
Satu has Giga Drain, Executor has Giga Drain, Clefable has Blizzard, but Kadabra does not have Ice Punch. Jinx does because it's
Okay,
Jinx, but not Kadabra.
so that means Rhydon has a good matchup against 3 Pokemon.
If Will brings Xatu, Kadabra, and Girafarig, I think it can honestly do a lot of work.
Mareep. That's garbage. Okay, Mareep is useless. As we've established, Houndoom is like borderline playable. It has no good moves. But
Primus has
Stab,
Cross Chop, Thrash, Focus Energy, and Curse.
Stab Bite with 90 power is not irrelevant, but 60 power Ember is basically irrelevant against everything but Executor. But 90 power...
Oh no!
What?
Rhydon has Dig Stomp, Zap Cannon, and Scary Face.
You said it had Stomp?
Yep.
That's not bad. Oh, actually, it's got Stab
Stomp,
Dig, which is
Zap
9,
Cannon, and Scary Face.
which is 90 power. And actually, you make it sound like flat Zap Cannon's a bad move. Zap Cannon's a high probability variance move, which is better than you could say for a lot of stuff. Interesting. Mirror Coat.
You know what? You're right. Who knows? Maybe he'll lead. Maybe he'll bring in Xatu on it, and we rip a Zap Cannon, and he just dies.
Oh no, we can't defeat Xatu. The Xatu's got Giga Drain. We die instantly.
I'm thinking Houndoom, Primeape, and Rhydon, or Will.
Hold on, I need to see.
Houndoom has a great matchup into most of the Pokemon due to its typing. It only takes.
Hold
super
on,
effective
look at
damage
this.
from Girafarig.
Lantern does not have good, like, attacking stats, but if I recall, Lantern's got obscenely high HP, and
Yeah.
it has. I mean, it's got Stab, best water move in the game, and Stab, middle electric move, which is not nothing. Okay. Still don't particularly care about the team very much, but one of these days we'll get a team we feel good about and we'll actually put berries on.
I think it's gonna. I think this team will beat Will.
You know what?
Bruno.
Knowing how bad teams generally win, like bad teams with okay Pokemon generally win, Houndoom might defeat 2 of them on his own in shocking fashion. Like Houndoom can solo.
Houndoom is Girafarig or double ups from 2 Pokemon.
Yeah, so Houndoom's a good start. Rhydon, and I mean, it's got to be Lantern, right? Just because Hydro Pump's my most powerful move, and it's not really weak to anything except for Girafarig's Earthquake. And I want to say that the electric resists grass, right? So it's actually neutral to grass?
No. Grass resists electric.
Oh, duh.
It does, however, take neutral damage from electric, though, because of its electric typing. So it's not weak to electric, at least.
Right.
So that's 1 plus. It's a water type not weak to electric.
Interesting. Yeah,
It'll still take a decent amount of damage from Kadabra's Thunder Punch, but that's because it's Kadabra Thunder Punch. It'll probably use Psychic anyways.
I'm just trying to figure out how it's going to cheat.
I swear, if he sends in Girafarig. That is actually a good start.
But bite special.
But it does get stabbed.
So yeah, just use bite. I swear, if this thing paralyzes.
Well, it didn't. The animation would have happened.
Okay. Solid. Slightly more than half.
That's a 2-shot, and Jinx only has an Ice Berry, so her berry can't save her.
No!
Really
Did you just see him?
Yeah,
he literally just went out of his way to say, "You're very unlucky."
Who said that?
Will just went like popped up on chat and said, "You're very unlucky." Victor, I agree. Would be very, very hard with rentals, let alone random rentals. We did have a team that made it all the way to Lance and had a pretty good matchup against Lance, but unfortunately, somebody donated the $2, killed the team. We had to start over again.
I think that, well, it was technically both Game Dev and I, because we both donated at the same time.
Will we live? Nice.
You're lucky it didn't get stabbed.
Nice.
Well, I hit. Dude, it's a... Why would it not hit? Did you get hit with Flash? Oh.
There's a high probability of missing when you're paralyzed. That...
I mean, surely it's 1 in 4.
Significantly more damage than I thought it would. Okay, well, we can't throw in Rhydon, so we got to throw in... Oh, no.
Who's your third
Executor
Pokemon?
is the Pokemon we've pretty much never seen Will use, so we kind of played around that, and now we're punished.
Lanterns. I think Lantern's the best bet.
Well, I mean, we have to go Lantern. Rhydon would instantly die to Giga Drain. I don't like my odds with Lantern here, but I gotta go for it. Hydro Pump has the highest.
Do you know if Do you know if the Executor outspeeds?
It's an Executor. You gotta be kidding me.
I mean, Lantern's pretty slow.
Thank you.
Okay. Because I would have said if it did outspeed, Giga Drain probably would have put you in red health. You could have used Flail. Honestly, you should probably Flail the next turn.
Oh my god, it did so much.
Honestly, I don't know. Part of me thinks you really should go Flail because it's going to be your best move.
Here's the thing. We have to go supersonic.
Dude, it's 55% with another 50. I think you're better off using Flail.
Okay. All right. You know what? Instead of telling me my plan is bad, tell me how I win if I don't use supersonic. Tell
Use
me
Flail.
How do I win if I don't use supersonic?
I'm just saying, Confused Ray didn't work for you last time.
I understand that. I understand that. But how do I win if I don't use supersonic? You explain to me how I'm gonna win from here.
Hold on, let me look at Lanterns' stats.
It's got 90s across the board and 100 special. Actually 80 physical, 80 defense.
Okay,
100.
Lantern doesn't really have good attack. I thought Lantern had better attack than this, so I don't think Flail's going to work at all.
Yeah, and we just saw Hydro
think
Pump
you
does
should-
like 60 damage.
I don't know. I feel like the odds are better for you to just get a Spark Paralysis.
You think the odds of a spark
Ours is a
paralysis are
30%
higher
carrot
than
chance.
hitting supersonic and then it hitting itself?
Probably not, no.
Exactly. Okay. Well, now that I've got you on the supersonic side, watch us miss.
I thought Lantern had like 90 attack or something.
It does.
No, it's not. It's 58.
Dang it. I didn't say the odds were high we win. It's sad. Lantern's got an extraordinarily high HP stat. We basically were just a hyper potion for that Executor.
Bro just died.
Hold on. Now we're gonna use Zap Cannon.
Why would you do that?
Okay, I'm gonna ask you the exact same
Does
question.
it look like we have another
How
option other than
do
surrender?
we win?
It's simple. He Gen 1 misses Giga Drain and you crit Stomp.
Exactly. Now,
This
realistically,
is
how do I win?
Stadium 2.
Just go with Zap Cannon, dude. You don't need to listen to me.
Exactly. Oh, come on! You're telling me Executor's faster than Rhydon? I played
Yeah.
a
40
Rhydon.
It's
speed.
like 55 base speed.
Oh, it does? Rhydon's like 35, right?
40.
It's like 45.
No, it's 40. Well, maybe you should have prepared for the Executor you never see.
Oh, the
Yeah, we
last
prepared with the
Pokemon was
Houndoom, and then we
Zatu.
lost
That's the
him.
one we wanted to see the most.
You know, it's a good thing you lost. I was really considering donating. Because I thought you would have won.
Okay, next team. All right, we're at 59 losses now. All right. Psyduck off to a good start. Psy-I-I?
Psyduck.
Oh boy, Dratini, we're really rolling in the good Pokemon now.
Holy shit.
Oh boy, Beedrill, weak to Psychic.
Oh my god. This is the perfect team for the
Oh
Route
boy,
1
Sneasel, no
Bugcatcher.
stab, no good stab special moves.
On the bright side, it's immune to Psychic.
Sneasel has no good moves. I could pick its moveset and it would still be bad. Oh, there we go. That's our one good Pokemon so far. It's gonna have to carry the team. And by carry the team, I mean, you know, lose. Okay, Vaporeon. I
Okay, we
actually have
have
no
one-
idea what
Vaporeon has-
Vaporeon
Yeah.
has.
Vaporeon
We
has
have
good
two good
special defense and
Pokemon.
HP, so I think it'll come in handy.
I think we've established at this point stats. You know, stats are good, but stats.
Vaporeon has Waterfall, Acid Armor, Sand Attack, and Quick Attack.
Sand
good,
Attack's
good.
actually
You gotta find out if they have good moves, and then find out if they have good stats. Like, look at this, Psyduck,
Bradford has
100 special
mediocre
attack
moves.
with Surf. And I was like,
Bradford has a
And Swagger.
Psychic Agility, Stomp, Baton Pass.
All
You
right,
could agility baton pass, but that'd be kind of pointless.
I've done that. I've done
It
that.
actually
I actually
worked
beat. I
once.
beat Will doing that. I used agility, then I used baton pass from Draft Rig to Flareon.
I don't think it's
Then
gonna help us right
Flareon
now, but
hit.
it could work.
5 out of 5 Fire Blasts to sweep Will.
Was that the one that got donated?
I don't know. It was last week, but the team instantly lost to well, I shouldn't say instantly. Every team yet last week beat Bruno. Beat Bruno. No, sorry. Beat Koga and lost to Bruno. E-Drill. Twin Needle, Sludge Bomb, 113 attack. Not irrelevant, but unfortunately Will's bad matchup. Sneasel. Stab, feint attack, but with 65 special attack. That's like Magikarp levels of stat. At least it has headbutt. You know what's sad? Judging by the stats, if you multiply the special attack by 2, aka super effective, the physical attack is still higher. So even if feint attack was super effective, most likely headbutt would still do more damage.
And you're very fast. You could always get flinches, or if things get desperate, you think Sneasel could survive a hit, you could use Screech first.
Ooh, I didn't even think about variance. Isn't flinch like 30% on headbutt?
Yes, 30.
Ooh, that's
Why do you think Scott loves that move so much?
that's interesting.
Vaporeon, you skipped it.
Waterfall, 130.
133 special attack, 118 special defense, 200 HP. Yeah,
It's
that
got
thing's gonna survive
waterfall,
hits.
sand attack. So that's pretty much it.
I do
Acid
not think
armor also
waterfall.
lets it survive physical moves. That won't matter for Will because he's special.
There. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I don't think waterfall in Gen 2 had the flinch chance, so it's probably
I
not
don't
gonna
think so
do
either.
anything.
Waterfall is just an 80 power move.
Hey, Annie, maybe you should look that up if waterfall flinches in Gen 2. I knew it eventually got the flinch chance.
I don't think
I think that's Gen 4.
I don't think it has flinch at all.
I am looking it up though. I'm pretty sure it's Gen 4. I'm pretty sure it's Gen 4, but I am double
Alright.
checking.
All right. What other than
Generation
fighting
4, Waterfall now has a 20% chance of causing the target to flinch. It's just Gen 4 plus.
Oh darn.
I'm actually thinking about starting with Sneasel. It doesn't have like a lot of weaknesses on this team, and as
I
we
think
just
so.
mentioned, the whole headbutt thing with 146 speed.
Yeah.
Giraffe Rig Vaporeon.
What? You're not gonna use Dratini, Psyduck, or Beedrill?
No. I think Dratini had Outrage, Psyduck had Surf, and Beedrill had Sludge Bomb.
I mean,
about it.
Psyduck would be useful for Bruno, I think. He probably
No.
doesn't he have Onyx?
Yes, he has Onyx, and I think he has Golem.
Yeah, so Psyduck would help with him.
Yeah, but he doesn't. But they always for some reason they always outspeed, and they always win.
All right. So, what's Xatu gonna do? You think it's not gonna use Psychic? It might use Fly. What are its other
Probably.
moves?
Probably will use Fly. But I mean, we pretty much just have to use Headbutt, right? I mean, there's.
I think so. It's all you can really do.
I mean, Feint Attack doesn't.
Sneasel's claws look abnormally big. this
Sneasel's
model.
claws are even bigger, right?
Yeah. I mean, then again, you
Hold
need big
on.
claws if you're gonna climb mountains.
I'm trying to think.
Why are you thinking? Just use Headbutt.
I know.
How fast is that thing?
Okay.
He doesn't have a
There's
ghost
no
head, does
way
he?
it's 146 speed.
Oh, no. You're. I thought he was attacking, but no, he was
Yeah.
switching.
So ice is weak to earthquake, so it's gonna use earthquake.
No, it's not. Ice is
Oh,
not weak
right,
to
that's
Earthquake.
rock.
Ice is
That's
not
rock.
weak to-
It's rock.
Yeah, it's rock, not crap.
But what does Giraffrig have? Does it have a fighting move?
I mean, it's got Psybeam, Earthquake, and Shadow Ball. I know that.
I don't think it's probably gonna stomp, but you outspeed it, so there's no way it's gonna flinch. I think you should just go for Headbutt.
Yep. Unfortunately, Headbutt appears to be a 3-shot from here.
You could use a Screech if you want, but that's a 15% chance to miss. I wouldn't go for it. Besides, you're more likely to get a flinch.
No, okay. Well, it looks like a 4-shot because that first attack was a high range.
Darn.
A crit. Yeah, that makes perfect sense. Yep.
So a non-crit would have done less than half. Okay, yeah.
I mean, we got a 30% chance, and they have a 6%.
Yeah.
But I guess the 6% is more likely.
The AI cheats.
We know no good luck has happened to me yet. I've just every team just gets curb stomped. Oh, sorry. Who set up the random team? There's a website called like randompokemon.org or something.
Yeah, it's a really good website. I use it for my random solo run streams.
Okay, actually, it's called randompokemon.com. not org.
Mirror match. Hey, look, that Giraffrig has more HP than you.
Yeah, so it's probably faster.
I was thinking Stomp.
Yeah, I use Stomp.
Because unlike Sneasel, Giraffrig is going to get Stab, so it will kill it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Sneasel had a chance to kill it from 40. It looks like Sneasel did between 38 and 40, like 3 damage.
I think if one of those headbutts had flinched, I think Sneasel would have won.
Yeah,
that fight.
but anything that could go right never goes right. We had a 50% chance to hit with Thunder.
Apparently, in Gen 5 onwards, it only grants a flinch chance to moves that can't flinch. You should use Stomp because nothing else will do anything.
I know, but it's just that.
What's Exeggutor got?
I mean, if Vaporeon is not better, so I guess it really just doesn't matter.
Exeggutor has Psychic, Strength, Giga Drain, Sludge Bomb.
Probably gonna Strength.
Sludge Bomb.
Flinch.
Yay.
Whenever it delays, you know you got the flinch.
It really, it doesn't matter at this point, unless I get like 2 more.
Gen 4 too.
Flinch.
Okay, well, so apparently Stomp can flinch, but Headbutt can't. Got it.
Doesn't Stomp have a lower flinch chance?
Same. They both have 30.
Oh.
Stomp and Headbutt are both a 30% flinch chance if I'm memory serves me right.
Yeah, I don't think Giga Drain's going to do that much.
But that's only base power, not flinch chance.
Killed like 30.
I mean, I knew we were gonna lose. Even though Giga Drain is not super effective or anything, it's neutral, it's stab, and it's Giga Drain, not Mega Drain.
So 1 Giga Drain reversed an entire Stomp.
Yeah. That's why I was not thinking I'm fairly sure we're gonna lose at this point. The Vaporeon doesn't have any high probability moves, right? Like
it does. It's got Sand Attack.
So we have to
we all know how well that works.
So essentially, we have to one Sand Attack, then.
Does it not have an Ice move?
No.
It does not have an Ice move. It has Waterfall, Quick Attack, Acid Armor, Sand Attack.
There's literally 0 chance Waterfall does more damage than Giga Drain, so we have to Sand Attack.
Yeah.
Also, Giga Drain's got like 5 PP. It's already used 3, so if it misses 2 more, we might have a chance.
It's gonna still deal a ton of damage.
Well, it can miss. We need it to miss.
But here's a question. I'm gonna wait till this happens. I don't want to jinx anything.
Of course. And any time that we lower their odds of anything, it just doesn't matter.
Honestly,
Paralyze it doesn't matter. Go for the flinches. The flinches only happen when it just doesn't matter.
I was just gonna say, I think you should just. I was saying you probably should just spam Sand Attack and PP Drain the Giga Drain, because no other method was gonna work.
The moment it hit me with the first Giga Drain, it was over. It really just doesn't matter at this point.
It seems like he only. Hey, you got 10 more HP. Honestly, it seems like Will only uses Exeggutor when you're using a water type.
Yeah,
He got a crit
I
like it
have a
mattered.
theory that he, even though it looked like has an animation where he picks his Pokemon first, I'm fairly confident he picks his Pokemon after you.
Maybe there's got to be some sort of AI where Will sees what your 6 Pokemon are and he sees the water type, so maybe he has a higher chance of including
Well,
Exeggutor.
there's only one water type.
Okay, there's two. Psyduck isn't going to be used, but it is on the team.
Okay, I guess it does exist. You're right. Okay, well, there's 60. Time to delete. It's a good thing they let you have a limit of 10. It makes the counting how many lost teams I've had significantly easier. Because since the letter R is my reset button, whenever I put the images on screen, I usually type the first 2 letters of a Pokemon name. And if the Pokemon's name starts with R, it adds to the reset counter. And even though I have an unreset button, I don't always remember to use it. All right. Well, let's get our next team. All right. For starters, okay, I think Ursaring was pretty good. I think it had a dynamic punch.
Isn't Ursaring good?
I think so.
I mean, as long as it has a normal move, Ursaring's attack stat is really high.
I think it had dynamic punch.
Useless.
Ursaring
No.
has Dig, Snore, Rest, and Fire Punch.
Dig, Snore, Rest, and Fire Punch?
So it had dig and
Yeah,
fire
I'm
punch?
not impressed either.
Oof. Alright.
It's also a girl, which means lower attack DV.
There. Wouldn't shock me if Meryl's got belly drum.
Fire Punch also isn't very good on Ursaring because the only Pokemon weak to it are Exeggutor and Jinx is good
Execute.
special defense.
You know, at this
And
point, we've never used
Exeggutor-
Execute. Maybe it's good.
Clueless.
We don't know. It could have a very stally moveset.
Is Alakazam horrible?
Execute has Psychic,
Alakazam
Giga
actually
Drain,
has
Leech
Psybeam
Seed,
in
and
this game, so
Sunstorm.
actually Alakazam is quite good.
Honestly, I think for your 3rd Pokemon, you should probably put Execute, because at least it resists Psychic moves. It might have something good.
The problem is the
Unless
opponent's
Meryl has belly
Kadabra, I'm
drum.
pretty sure had Fire Punch.
No, it's Electric. I think it was Thunder Punch.
But yes, we've seen it use Thunder Punch. I think it has Psychic, Thunder Punch, the Shadow Ball, and Fire Punch.
Well, Annie has access to the moves, teams, I'm
Right,
assuming.
which Pokemon do you need the moveset
Oh
of?
wow. The Will's Alakazam. Does it have Fire Punch? Is it the 4th
Will's
move?
Will's Kadabra has Psychic, Fire Punch, Shadow Ball, and Thunder Punch. It's
Fire
also
Punch.
a Kadabra, not an Alakazam.
Yeah, you know what I meant. Dig,
Yeah,
155 power dig. Oh, look, we got rest. We could use the rest berry strat on Ursaring.
That's true.
Well,
Give it
you
a
could also
Mist Berry.
rest Snore,
Rest.
because Snore will get stabbed, so if you get put to
you
sleep,
really
you can
think
use
I
a
should
60
not
power
give it
Snore.
the rest berry because of stab, snore, 60 power.
Stab, Snore. I mean, Dig is also 60 power. What's your point? Plus,
Wait,
Snore is
I
not
Well,
a 2-turn
but I
move.
can
has a
use
secondary
the sleep berry to get out
Oh,
of
yeah. But
dying.
what I meant is, if you need to use rest a second time, you can switch
I'm
to
pretty
Snore.
sure Snore has a secondary effect.
You could probably look that up.
Ivysaur.
It has a 30% of flinching.
Snore is a flinching
I
move.
don't think that's gonna happen, but it is there.
Solar beam sunny day.
Theoretically,
Why does he
Leech
get
Seed
Fury
could
Cutter?
be useful.
So naive. I'd love to see you do this challenge and be like, yeah, Leech
Hey.
Seed, that's the answer.
I'm just saying in normal solo runs in a lot of different games, Leech Seed is terrifying.
This Pokemon's literal garbage.
Leech Seed requires durability and the ability to pivot multiple times. We do not have that.
95 special attack with Psychic and Giga Drain. Special defense is a lot lower than I expected.
Yeah, I
Than you
guess
expected.
Stun Spore would be very good.
Then you
This is a good Pokemon after Will. But I mean, we kind of have to use it, or we don't really have a team. Oh boy. Wait, 115 attack.
Every single member of the Elite Four has a paralyzed Cure Berry.
Of course they do.
For Will, it's his Girafarig. For Koga, it's his Golbat. For Bruno, it's his Blastoise. For Karen, it's Gengar. For Lance, it's Gyarados.
Sometimes you wonder.
Weak Pokemon.
Sometimes you wonder if
Mostly the
Thief is even worth it against a Psychic type with Alakazam.
Honestly, for Will, I'm thinking Ursaring, Alakazam, and Execute because Ivysaur and Machop and probably Meryl are just going to get one shot.
Okay. The reason why I picked the items there is because I think this team is capable of beating Will.
You didn't even equip a berry to the other ones.
Well, if I'm not going to use them, they're mascots, I might as well not even bother. I will never use Machop or Meryl, ever.
Not even Swagger and Surf?
This is before abilities.
Someone get this guy out of here. Meryl is here to cheer me on, and that is it.
Meryl is here to slap her belly and say you can do it.
Exactly.
You know what?
It's funny, even though the Ursaring is female with less attack, that's still very high.
Yeah, it's like 100 something. Let me look it up actually.
Alakazam with Thief.
I'm trying to think, what does he use first? He uses Xatu and Kadabra.
Base attack.
He uses Xatu and Kadabra the vast majority of starts. I feel like Alakazam's probably the best matchup against them, but I mean, like, against Kadabra, this Alakazam is not going to beat Kadabra because Kadabra's got Shadow Ball and I have Thief. But I don't really have a better Pokemon to use. So, I mean, I guess it is Alakazam, Ursaring, Execute. What do you have again?
Okay, hear me out.
No.
What if you used Ursaring to deal with Kadabra?
That could work.
But we don't know Kadabra's gonna come first. It could be Xatu or Kadabra.
I mean, if you're in the scenario where you have to swap into Kadabra, say Pokemon fainted, use Ursaring because I think it could do good against it because of its high attack.
I agree. I do think that Alakazam and Ursaring pretty much have to do all of the damage. I don't think Execute's gonna do crap. Oh boy, our real time's getting cut off a little bit.
Yeah.
Interesting. This actually is a good matchup. Okay, so stab Psybeam is 105 divided by 2, which is 52.5, versus Thief, which is 40 times 2, which is 60. So Thief is just a fraction stronger than the Psybeam?
No. Super effective Thief would be 80.
Oh, right. I was doing stab math. You're right. Yep. Oh my god, I got a crit. Holy crap, a crit only does half? Crit. Uh-huh. Oh, what? 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 A crit? That's Ice Punch, not Ice Beam.
That's not physical. Why did it do so much?
This isn't Alakazam we're talking about. I would expect it to do that much damage to Abra. Great. None of my Pokemon are faster than Jinx, so Jinx is gonna hit something. Great. Game cheats, you know?
Does this Alakazam have some kind of mental condition?
I mean, we both got crits, but like, jeez.
Is this Alakazam inbred or something?
Do you think Execute will be one shot by Ice Punch?
Honestly, maybe.
Because, I mean, let's be honest. What's Execute going to do to the rest of the team? This could be Execute's one chance to shine and knock something out.
Nothing. Also, yeah, a Psybeam was effective 48 base power against her, so Thief was the play.
Okay. Execute. Live. You must live. And then use Giga Drain. If you do not finish her off with Giga Drain, you might as well just give up. Give up on life. Give up on your dreams. Give up on the chance of being the championship. Okay, Execute, you're just garbage. Okay, gotcha. I'm. You know what? You know what? Those were made of Humpty Dumpty eggs. They were not very smart.
Rotten eggs.
Exactly. That batch was rotten.
Why is the Ursaring that? I did not realize Ursaring looked black, like that dark brown black color.
Usually it's not. Usually
Yeah, that's
it's
what threw me off.
lighter and more saturated.
Yeah, it's usually a bright brown, but that Sprite's like almost black, so it kind of surprised me.
I think it looks nice, but it is odd. I'll be right back. Oh god, he's got Zatu.
It's Zatu.
I mean, on the bright side, effectively nothing happened.
This guy wants to sweep me. That's what happened. This guy's just like, hey, you know, you can't have one Pokemon victory. This is ridiculous. Oh, what?
What are you even doing?
What?
What the heck?
Yay, I got one
I've never
knockout. Woo! Well, against Zatu, I think I have to use Rest. Okay.
It's always Executor.
Okay, well I think we're faster than Executor, so we can go Fire Punch. Today it's Executor. That's actually really. Oh my God, Executor's faster than Ursaring. A giant tree is faster than a bear.
Dude, I've played Ursaring before. You'd be surprised how slow it is.
Burn.
And burn.
Well, unfortunately, it's faster than me, so it really just
honestly
doesn't matter.
I feel like that was kind of risky because even if you did outspeed the Executor, you lived at 3 HP.
Yeah, well, I don't think you're learning. Like I don't think you're understanding risk here. Like,
no, you were at 60 HP left, and you were like, "Nah, I can use a Fire Punch. I'm sure Executor won't kill me."
can't wait for you to do a challenge like this. Like, you understand, like, yes, it is very risky. I could have lost instantly right there. But if I don't save that rest right there, how am I going to beat the next Pokemon?
Dude, I'm already doing a challenge like this. I've been doing that World Tournament randomizer, and I've already had like 12 deaths.
You've heard risk it to win the biscuit. You have, if you well, yes, but your World Championship Pokemon are good. I'm the champion. The Pokemon that I'm using are bad.
Pokemon.
This is very different.
Well, the difference is like their Pokemon are also good.
Yes, but your Pokemon are good. You can be strategic. I just used an Execute. Execute. Are you ever going to use an Execute for the rest of your life if it's not a challenge run?
No, but now I'm kind of curious
my case stands.
I'm kind of curious what Execute's Smogon said is in Gen 5 for the Little Cup.
The only game I have where you can get Execute in the early game is Soul Silver. So probably not, no.
Ooh, Steelix is actually good against Will.
Yeah, I'm looking. Yeah, if I ended up getting Execute in that World Tournament stream,
regardless,
it would have like Sleep Powder or Psychic.
Here's a good example.
I'd probably give it Choice Scarf.
If you in your challenge run, all right, if you were to compare the base stat total of your team versus the base stat total of the opponent's team, would you say in your run you have a relatively even matchup? Because my randomizer here, I have a relatively bad matchup with base stats.
They're relatively
and
even.
Moves. That's the important thing. You don't get to use a Suicune with Bubble Beam and Gust.
If I did get Suicune in that World Tournament randomizer, it would probably have like Calm Mind, Surf, Hidden Power, Electric, and Ice Beam.
Right. So you know that meme that you do something, I do something, we're not the same. That's what I'm in.
Yeah, it's not the
right
same.
now.
I understand that.
We're both playing Pokemon. We're not playing the same Pokemon.
Hey, I did Swablu in Fire Red. I don't see you doing.
I agree.
I don't see you doing. What's it called? What's a bad Gen 2 Pokemon? I don't see you playing.
I just played Smoochum.
Smoochum's not bad. Smoochum's not a bad Pokemon.
It had like 5 hard battles. I don't know if you consider that bad or not.
Not really.
5 hard battles. The rest of the run was relatively easy. One of the hard battles,
let me guess.
was
Red and Blue were 2 of those battles, and Lance was another one.
No, Lance was actually not that hard. Karen was the hard one. Oh, and the Rival. Both Rival before the Champion and Rival in the Underground. And the reason why is because any like Sneasel or Dark type, I had to defeat with Ice Punch because I couldn't use Psychic. And defeating Dark types with Ice Punch is hard.
Oh, here's if you want to play something that's really bad, I have seen Scott play it. Do Crystal with Tyrogue.
Interesting.
Scott says it's one of the worst Pokemon he's ever played in Crystal. So I think that thing only gets tackled to level 20.
It has 35 in every base stat. That's like one of the lowest in the entire game. It would not shock me if Tyrogue is like top 5 worst Pokemon statistically in the game.
Actually, it'd be bottom 5.
It probably is.
I said worse, so top 5 worst is the tomato.
Yeah, but you're not British. You don't say tomato.
I'm just saying if top
worst
and bottom are the same thing. There's more words.
Here's something I don't get. Americans and Brits say the word color the same way, but why does Britain have a U in it, even though it does nothing to the word?
We're trying to get rid of you.
Whenever I want to explain the difference between the two countries, I always say the one word that I don't like is glacier. Because Bear Grylls says glacier, and I don't know why, but it's a word that
Glacier?
it sparks anger in me. Like when I hear glacier, I think that's just wrong. I'm like, no, you're wrong. No, you're making this up. This isn't a word. Stop doing this.
Glacier?
This hurts me inside when people say glacier.
Glacier?
It's
What is-
GLA.
I've never heard.
Not GLAX.
I've never heard anyone say it like that in my whole
Bear
life.
Grylls, the
think-
guy who made essentially pioneered all the Naked and Afraids and all the like the survivals. Like Bear Grylls was the first one. I think it was called Man vs. Wild. It was in like the early 2000s. This team has one Pokemon, so I'm just gonna assign the berries. I don't even know what our third Pokemon is. All I know is our team is Steelix and Magby.
You have Steelix, Magby, and then nothing.
Right.
Magby will be good for Exeggutor.
I like Yanma and Yanmega. Yanma is completely useless.
It's got double team.
Non-stab Giga Drain. And 127 speed is not even enough to go first against Zatu. Apparently. Isn't Skiploom known for being fast? Isn't that like its thing?
That's Jumpluff.
Oh, you're right. That's the full evolution.
Honestly, with Yanma, I figured if you're facing off against either the Exeggutor or the Girafarig, you could probably just set up double team as a last minute resort and you spam Headbutt or Swagger. I mean, what are your other Pokemon going to do?
How many double teams do you think I can get? Because you've seen me use Sand Attack. You've seen me use moves that cause my opponent to miss. They never miss. They never hit themselves. Ever. How many double teams do you think I can use?
Infinite.
They never work. The game cheats so hard. You might as well not even care.
Again, like, what about Beedrill? Wouldn't Stab Sludge Bomb be good on the Exeggutor?
Yeah, I mean, it's fine, and Stab
Technically,
Twin
yes.
Needle's fine
In
too,
reality,
but
no,
it will
because
get.
It has Psychic.
I think I've used Beedrill, and every
Twin Needle is
single
also stronger than
Pokemon
Sludge
on
Bomb
Will's
when it's
team
super
outspeeds and
effective.
one-shots except for
I understand.
Exeggutor. I think all of them one-shot Beedrill, except for Exeggutor, which will one-shot after going second. I'm not saying you're wrong. It's probably, I mean, the play is probably Beedrill, but honestly, maybe your Yanma plan is best because it has the highest probability of doing something. The opponent could miss 3 times.
You're the one always yelling at me like, oh, you got to do the moveset with the most probabilities.
Actually, hold on. Skiploom Headbutt, highest probability.
Yanma has Headbutt. And it's faster.
You're right. And it has more physical. Yep. All right, Yanma it is. You've convinced me. Let's be honest, we're not winning, but of all the bad choices, this is probably the best one. Realistically, we need to hit every single Iron Tail with Steelix and just do good.
He's going to lead with Exeggutor. I'm known to jinx things. He's going with Exeggutor.
Okay, this is good. He does have Fire Punch, so it's not great. But Iron Tail could one-shot.
I think it absolutely would. Unless it burns. You want me to stop doing that? That's awful.
Cheated.
11
Never could
HP.
survive an attack like that.
Actually, you're gonna switch to Magby?
Yeah.
All right, this will prove if the AI cheats. Let's see if he ended up going for Psychic or something. No, I guess they don't cheat like they do in Gen 1.
That did shockingly more than I expected.
Yeah, hey, maybe you could use Iron Tail.
No, we're just gonna go for Flamethrower. It'll do enough. If we live.
Why does Magby look like
Oh,
it thinks you? Why does Magby
Clutch,
look like
baby.
it thinks you peed in its Cheerios?
Magby, the baby clutched it out.
I mean, we still
I don't
have a
think it's gonna be
Pokemon with
Executor.
basically 1 HP and a Steelix that's pretty much damaged to all ruin. So, like, we're still
Okay,
not-
so
not
what do
in
we think
good
it's going to
shape.
use? I think at this low of health, it'll detect any of its moves will kill, so it could either go for Fly or Psychic. I think it's probably safe to switch to Steelix.
I mean,
Because you might...
it's gonna go for
I
Psychic.
think so.
And I think for Steelix, it's gonna use Giga Drain after swapping in. So I think Steelix is as good as dead if I swap in. So I'd rather get a clean swap out than...
Okay, yeah. I mean, in the off chance, there might be a chance it uses Fly. Because to my knowledge, the AI doesn't view 2-turn moves as 2-turn moves. It just views like how much damage it'll do when it hits. It would have been funny if he got a crit there when it didn't matter. And I'm like, hey, at least he wasted his crit luck. Psychic is not going to kill, though. I wouldn't worry about that. Iron Tail does more than a super effective Rock Throw.
Gotta be, right? Yeah.
Rock Throw is an effect power of 100. Nightshade.
You know what? Knowing my luck, that Nightshade probably flinched too. You just didn't get to see it, but trust me, that Nightshade, it flinched.
Alright, I think your effective game plan should be just 3 double teams first, and then probably swagger into headbutt. Because it's not like it's using physical moves on you.
Alright. Holy crap, I could actually get a bunch of double teams.
Hey, you get an extra turn. I think this second double team should bring Fly to like what?
What? No, we're going for 6. It's 3v1 right now. If he's gonna use Fly, we might as well set up all 6. Oh,
I think it is spamming because if I remember correctly, I think Yanma has very high special defense, so it's probably detecting Fly will do the most damage.
Yeah, but I'm saying if he's gonna use a 2-turn move and I can basically get a free double team, I might as well set up all 6.
I think so, yeah. I think all 6 should bring 100% accurate moves to Horn Drill levels.
Or at the very least, the turns that he's on the ground used headbutt, and then turns he's in the air used double team.
Yeah, I think on this very next turn you should just use headbutt. You're already a +4.
Yep. I'm gonna run out of headbutts.
Well, there is also swagger. You can just hope he hits himself too. But I think wait till you get the 6 double teams first.
Oh no, Game Dev is here. That's okay, Game Dev. We haven't beaten Will even once today. I think we've lost 6 times now. At least last time we played, we beat Will.
We can lose on our own.
I think we beat Will 3 times last stream. This time we beat him 0.
Is Will the hardest? Like how many times once you've gotten
Will's
past
definitely
Will,
the hardest.
Have you ever lost to Koga, Bruno, or Karen?
Okay, so first of all, I've only made it So first of all, 6 double teams. Second of all, crit. He crit.
That was not a crit. That was not a crit.
It had text on the screen. Usually text on the screen
It's
like
super effective.
Oh, it's super effective. Okay, maybe.
You absolute idiot sandwich.
Who do we even want? Who do we even want as the next Pokemon?
Eddie.
That did so much more damage than my headbutt.
All right, go for headbutt. I've learned this from my own swagger experience. It's not worth using another swagger until it loses confusion.
Yeah. Oh, great. Fantastic. Oh, great. Yeah. 6 double teams is useless. Gen 2 double team might as well just be a dead move. I swear to God, with 6 double teams set up, double team might as well just read 50% accurate, not 25. It's supposed to be 25, but it's never 25.
Haven't you learned this from Ralts?
Oh my God, the last Pokemon was Jinx. I could have won. Headbutt could have won.
My God.
I had a shot. Jinx was probably the best matchup. Like, I don't think I could have beaten like a Kadabra or an Executor, but Jinx, I could beat Jinx. Okay, swap out. Okay, if I recall, Noctowl had absolutely horrific moves. Like a 1 steel move and 1 flying move. All right, as we've established, Meryl, one of the worst Pokemon in the entire game. Meryl is basically just Metapod. All right, Donphan. That's all right, game dev.
Not terrible, but I think the moves are bad.
We haven't even beaten Will yet, so there has been no need for anybody to even considering donating. Okay, we played Furret. Furret's great in a solo run, but that's because of its coverage. Some tells me in a world where I am the same level as the opponent, Furret's probably bad. I think Quillfish at least had Stab Sludge Bomb.
Yeah, Quillfish had Stab Sludge Bomb, also Pin Missile, though that's useless.
Yes!
But it did have it.
By the way...
Lava Fet might go.
Game dev, you like my my new background? It cost me $86, so I hope you like it. Most expensive curtain you can buy. Probably not, but it's one of the most expensive curtains you can probably buy. I mean, I guess one of the reasons why it was so expensive, I think they start at like $55, and mine's $85 because it's extraordinarily wide. As you can see, that's like a closet, like a really wide closet. It's not like a shower curtain, which a shower is a lot shorter than that closet. Fly Confusion. Right, they both basically have the same power after you include higher special attack versus lower physical attack. Right, Meryl's garbage. Donphan. All right, Donphan, come on. Be playable. Oh my God. Earthquake? I get Stab, Earthquake, 145 physical attack. That's awesome. Donphan is essentially the Entei, like fire. Entei use Fire Blast. Donphan use Earthquake 10 times and that's it. Furret? Oh my God, they actually gave it good Furret moves. I mean, don't get me wrong, Ice Punch and Thunder Punch have very, very low special attack. But their probability moves with 121 speed, Ice Punch and Thunder Punch have a good chance of going first and possibly freezing
I think
or...
you should use Ice Punch on Executor because it has bad special defense. If you get in the scenario to use it.
I like probability moves. It has not worked. We have not successfully probabilitied anything. Like, we've never gotten the speed drop with Bubble Beam. We've never gotten, like, the paralysis. Like, we haven't gotten any luck at all. But at least it's there. The chance is there. It exists. $126 attack, 116 speed. That's actually not bad. If only you didn't die to, like, one psychic. And Wobbuffet. All right. I think this team is capable of doing something, so I'm gonna give it actual berries.
Wow. Did you get the free choice or did you get Wobbuffet?
I actually got a Wobbuffet, legit.
Next time Wobbuffet faces Kadabra, use Mirror Coat.
All right, Donphan. What are we scared of Donphan? I would be scared of Donphan getting burned, but, like, let's be honest, that nobody would use a fire move on a Donphan. Freeze, maybe?
It'd be really... Can any of his Pokemon even freeze?
You're right. It should probably be confusion because they're just gonna use Psychic on Donphan. If they're gonna use either like Grass move or Psychic move on Donphan, so we might confusion has the highest probability. Furret, I mean, there's no rhyme or reason that can happen to Furret, but it is a physical attacker with Headbutt, so burn.
Ooh.
Willfish, they're not going to use a water move, so there. And Wobbuffet, just because, it's all HP based, berry.
Meryl didn't get its berry.
Yeah, Meryl doesn't deserve a
Meryl's
berry.
a cheerleader.
The problem is, if I put a berry on Meryl, then it's one less berry for the rest of the team. I can't go back.
Are you allowed
and
to edit your...
you have to assign the berries in a row. You can't just assign one berry. Like, I can't go back and just assign one berry.
Right.
All right, Wobbuffet, Donphan. Oh my god, that's not Headbutt, that's Strength. Oh, that's different.
That's honestly not as good because 30% flinch chance is pretty good.
No, it's Headbutt, not. So, it's Strength, not Headbutt.
Yeah, exactly. It doesn't have the flinch chance.
Right.
You do have Amnesia too.
I love how he just spouts out these things like I can use it.
Well, it'll boost your defenses against Psychic.
I mean, you're not wrong, but like if I were to use Amnesia, I'd have to use it on a Pokemon I know for a fact I will outspeed.
121.
I will not outspeed Xatu, Kadabra, Jinx. I will outspeed probably the other three.
Have you ever seen him use Clefable yet? I haven't.
Not today, but in the past, Clefable was one of the Pokemon he used the most. Interestingly enough, every time we boot up N64, he seems to favor different Pokemon.
Maybe it depends on the day.
Like, he never, ever used Executor, and Executor's on every team today. Oh, Annie, you know what? I bet he used Psychic last time because he knew for a fact he was going to get the special drop.
You're right.
They do that. The game will be like, oh, 30% chance of getting a special drop? Yeah, I know for 100% chance you're going to get it.
Yeah, I think they do roll those chances. Wait a minute, though.
It's a 10%
I don't know. I don't think they do.
It makes it even worse.
Okay.
No, I don't think they do, because by that standard, they would flinch with Headbutt every single time they used it. I don't think that's true. I don't think they roll secondary effects. I know they can roll for crits, though.
Oh, come on! Special drop?
Hey, that'll make Mirror Coat do more damage.
Mirror Coat doesn't need to do more damage. It will one-shot from here. Well, it will finish it off from here. The only thing that a special drop is going to do is make me take more damage.
Maybe after you're done with the Zatu, switch out so you don't have the special defense drop anymore, if it's that big of a problem.
Interesting.
I did not know that
actually,
thing had
hold on. Giga Drain might actually work because now oh, wait. Actually, I don't know if I'll knock it out from here. I did use Mirror Coat. Actually, it won't. It won't. Okay, that
Honestly,
literally could not have gone better.
Steve, that special defense drop actually did help because Giga Drain would not have done enough damage.
You're right. You're absolutely right. Yes. Does Executor have any physical moves?
Executor is strength and Sludge Bomb, so yes.
But you did get
However,
a special defense drop, so he might go for Giga Drain now because he might think it does more damage.
He's going to do Giga Drain because of the special defense.
Yeah, I think so. I think go for Mirror Coat.
He does like to favor using using a move and then switching to Giga Drain after he's damaged. Does do that.
What do you think that one move will be?
I want to say it's Sludge Bomb.
I mean, Sludge Bomb
let's put it
has
this way,
more
all right?
effective.
If I screw up and it's Giga Drain or Psychic, not a big deal. If I screw up and it's Sludge Bomb, it is a big deal.
Okay, so what are his other physical moves?
He's never used Strength ever, so I'm not even gonna ignore.
Okay,
I'm gonna ignore that.
Sludge Bomb has a higher effective power, so I think he might either go for Sludge Bomb or Giga Drain. But I think once he's damaged,
Yeah, I think he'll start with Sludge Bomb and then switch to Giga Drain. If he doesn't start with Sludge Bomb, it'll just be Giga Drain from here on out.
Yeah. I mean, Giga Drain's not going to do much damage to you.
Yes! Well, that did a lot less than I expected, but still. Hey, the right decision.
Honestly, it would have really benefited from a crit.
Hello, Sasha. Welcome to stream. Wow, that did more than I thought, too. It will definitely use Giga Drain now, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Yes! We're going to beat Will. Game Dev, get out of here. Leave.
You want me to ban him from chat? I have mod powers.
No, that's fine. He can be here. Maybe. Okay.
When you're done with the Johto League, though, does Stadium 2 have the Kanto leaders too?
Yes, it does, but you can pick
I think
which
it has
one.
the Kanto region too, yeah.
You get to
'Cause I've
pick,
never beaten
and there are
Gym Leader
no
Castle in
trainers, so
Stadium
you
2.
just straight up battle them each. So it's you can finish them all in one day, no problem. Okay, well, I know that I'm gonna go second, so it doesn't really matter. I'm gonna use Destiny Bond for the chances the Gen 1 miss, the double Gen 1 miss.
This is Gen 2, you idiot.
Well, you said the Gen 1. Oh, right. Well,
That's only in Stadium 1.
That's Stadium
dude.
1. Okay.
Man, all the stuff that comes out of your mouth.
Hey, I technically what I said was right. It's just the wrong game.
A broken clock is right twice a day.
Okay. What can Giraffric do to Donphan?
Psybeam.
No!
Yeah, just Psybeam.
You knew he was gonna do that.
No.
You knew he was gonna do that.
The one team capable of beating Will, dead.
Hey, I offered to ban him from chat. Honestly, do you think it's worth playing out the fight to see if you would have won?
I could not believe how good Donphan was. They gave it Stab Earthquake with 145 attack. It's like one of the best rentals. Don't ignore the other three moves. This thing is Earthquake, and some more Earthquake. And unlike Entei, Earthquake's got 10 PP. Fire Blast has 5. You can actually run out of Fire Blasts.
Earthquake also can't miss. Unless it's a flying type, but
Yeah,
it's
that too.
100%
That too.
accurate.
Are any of the Kanto birds ever good in this?
I think Articuno is still good. Actually, I take that
Articuno
back.
doesn't have
I
to do
think
a
all of
special
them
attack in
are.
this game because they cut its special attack in Gen 2.
I think all of them are still good. They're just not like OP. I think they were OP in
They're
Stadium
not
1.
as good, but they are still good.
Yes. Like, you would not balk at them. Like, all of the dogs are bad. All 3 dogs are bad. But I think the birds are still good.
Yeah, kind of, yeah.
I think so. In in Stadium, the birds were basically you get both Sky Attack and a special move. In this game, you basically just get a special move, and that's it. So the Gen 1 birds had higher upside. All right. If I recall, Tentacruel does not have good moves and is also weak to Will. Psychic. Everything on Will's team has Psychic.
Yeah.
Or Psybeam. Ooh, okay. Okay. As long as he doesn't start. Wait a second. Dodrio's not faster than Kadabra, right?
I don't think Kadabra, no.
Okay, well, Kadabra's the thing that's weak against the most because it's got Thunder Punch.
What was your 4th Pokemon?
So I
Charmeleon.
so far have 3.
Oh.
Oh no.
Isn't Farfetch'd any good? Does it have Swords Dance?
It has no stats. Even if it did have Swords Dance, it would take too long to set up.
Hey, Raiku's back.
I just explained that all 3 of the dogs are bad. And like when I say bad, I don't mean like, oh, they got bad moves. No, they have bad stats and moves.
Mediocre stats and bad moves.
Yes, mediocre stats and bad moves.
Like,
even though they're legendary, they certainly don't have a legendary distribution of stats. The birds?
Yeah, because they didn't give it any stat XP at all.
The birds have a legendary distribution of stats, but the dogs don't. Like, the birds have almost 100 in every stat, but the dogs, they have like 80, 80, 80, 100, 100, 80, 80. Like, for some reason, Raikou is just as strong as Charmeleon. It makes no sense.
I don't know, maybe they gave the birds more stat XP because they thought, Moltres is crap.
Maybe it's because people just they know the Gen 1 Pokemon more, so they know that the audience will favor playing the Gen 1 Pokemon, and therefore it would be in their best interest to make the Gen 1 Pokemon better.
That is actually also a very good point.
I mean, this isn't that bad. It's just that it'll get 2-shot to Psychic. If it would hit 3-shot to Psychic, ooh, now we'd be talking. All right, Dodrio. Oh, I should have checked how fast Tentacruel is. If it goes first, that's like a whole extra turn. Okay, yeah, I'm actually gonna do that. 122. Darn it! If only you were like 129. So different.
Means you get to play the game even longer.
Yep.
Hey, game dev. I know you got the Switch too. Did you ever play with those upgrade patches for Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom? I don't know if you played those games, but I watched videos of people playing with those upgrade patches, and it looks really good. But I just want to know if you tried them.
Okay, hold on. I just want everyone to make a mental note here. Charmeleon. Essentially 90, 90, 110, 90, 110. Essentially 3 90s and 2 110s. Just want everyone to notice that.
That's decent.
I know, but I want to show people Raikou. 3 90s and a 110. Raikou.
Not yet, but we did download them.
Raikou is a legendary. Huh. That's better than I remembered. Is Entei just bad? Hold on. Now I gotta know. Is it just Entei that's bad?
Oh, game dev, I did look at videos of the Scarlet and Violet patch, and it looks really good. I've heard theories that Scarlet and Violet were originally meant to be Switch 2 launches, which is why it runs so good, but the Switch 2 got delayed, so they put it on the Switch, and that's why it runs like shit.
Okay. Entei.
Makes sense.
Okay. Entei's like 15 better than Charmeleon.
Yeah, but with a much crappier moveset.
Yeah, but I was talking about stats. Okay, actually, it's just Entei. For some reason, Suicune gets like 130 in the defensive stats. The Raikou got 130 speed. For some reason, they just forgot to give Entei stats. Like both Raikou and Suicune have stats in the 130s, and Entei doesn't. All right, Natu. All right, Natu, you better have at least Psychic.
They knew Entei was bad, so they didn't bother.
The sad thing is, as a kid, Entei was the only one I played with. Like, I caught Suicune and I caught Raikou, but I hated both of them. Entei was the only one I could stand playing in both Coliseum and the Game Boy game. Oh, we're on team 4. Oops. I need to add 3 resets. There we go. Alrighty then. Whoa. That Raikou was really zoomed in. Okay, well, what would you recommend?
For a lead? Honestly, I think Dodrio. What's Dodrio's moveset? You have Fly if he leads with Exeggutor. You have Stab Tri-Attack if he leads with Xatu or Jinx. And Tri-Attack does have the chance of Burn, Freeze, or Paralysis in Gen 2. So I think Dodrio might be your best lead.
Raikou has 130 speed and 130 special attack. That's really high.
I think Spark is your answer for Xatu.
Yeah, I mean, it's faster and will probably do a lot of damage. Tentacruel versus Charmeleon.
One word. Tentacruel weak to Psychic.
Yeah, I know, but here's the thing. 143 special
words.
defense.
That is true.
And Charmeleon dies to Girafarig's Earthquake or
Tentacruel's faster.
122, 111, yeah.
And honestly, go Tentacruel.
I mean, last time I threw out the Charmeleon, it hit one Fire Blast and then it was dead. So that makes sense. So you're saying I'm gonna get Ice Punched, huh? So Tri-Attack does more damage than Fly and has more accurate, right? My brain's not working.
Yeah, Tri-Attack is 100%
Fly's like
accurate
70
and it's
power,
stronger.
right?
Yeah, Fly's 70, Tri-Attack is 80, and Tri-Attack is 100% accurate, Fly isn't.
Yeah.
Pursuit is special, so it won't do much.
I was never considering Pursuit.
Good.
We don't know that.
What move were you using?
Tri-Attack. No,
Hey, Clefable.
Clefable's got Blizzard.
It also has Thunder.
Okay, both of them.
You have Fly, right?
I
Sophia,
do.
please get a full pair or
Oh,
a crit.
wait. Fly is 70 power, right?
Yeah.
So it's worse.
Yes, Fly is worse here because it's not super.
Honestly, you should switch to Tentacruel right now.
But what if it's using Thunder?
Do you... Oh.
I think I can survive one hit. It has to hit me with 2 inaccurate moves. And also, I'm faster. So, it really... I'm using 100% accurate moves. So really, the only way I lose is if I get a status condition or it crits.
I think you should go Tri-Attack then. Yeah, you're right. I didn't realize it had Thunder as well. I thought it was just Blizzard.
Miss, 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 miss.
Yeah, I guess you were right not to switch.
Darn it!
You were supposed to two-shot! Dodrio, why are you so frail?
I guess you were correct not to switch to Tentacruel.
What was the
But I
first
think now
Pokemon?
you should.
Oh, Jinx.
Jinx. I think you should switch to Tentacruel, I think. Actually,
No, I think Tentacruel can beat Jinx. Oh, no, Psychic. Duh.
yeah, Jinx can outspeed. I think you should go Raikou, knock out Clefable, and if hopefully he sends out Jinx, and then you could just attack it with Spark.
No, what I'm saying is Tentacruel's gonna die to everything on his team. Tentacruel's definitely faster than Clefable and will definitely knock it out. If there's any opportunity to use Tentacruel successfully, it would be now.
Okay, go for it.
Like once Raikou dies and I throw out Tentacruel, it's like, okay, well, we've lost. Like, at least Tentacruel right now will do something. Man, if only this was Gen 1 rap. Do you think we're faster than Jinx?
Tentacruel has lower base speed than Jinx. It's like base 80 versus base 95.
Okay.
However, Tentacruel has really good special defense.
Yeah, that was my thought.
Can always live.
Sludge Bomb is your best bet because of Jinx's abysmal physical defense.
Miss.
Unless it crits. Wait, why would Psychic have missed?
I just wanted it to. I knew it wouldn't, but I just wanted it to. I don't think Spark will knock it out from here.
I don't know. It's Stab. You have very high special attack.
You could, but you can't because outspeed.
I will outspeed.
Jinx doesn't outspeed Raikou.
I will definitely outspeed. 130 is definitely one of the faster speeds. Raikou is actually very fast. At least of the 3 dogs.
Do you know what his third Pokemon is?
No. Jinx was the first one.
Oh.
What do I even want the third Pokemon to be?
Xatu. No contest, Xatu. It's your best chance.
That's
if
true.
he sends out Exeggutor, you're screwed.
Well, I mean, I'm screwed if he sends out really anything that's not Xatu.
Yep.
Like, if it's Kadabra, I'm screwed. If it's Exeggutor, I'm screwed. Oh my god, there's a chance. Okay, 130 is faster than Xatu. Oh my god, I got a crit. Oh my god.
Let's go.
We didn't even have to think about how Psychic Stab was going to work. All right. The nice thing about Koga is he wastes so many turns using Double Team at the very start. And as we've just established, Double Team blows.
Finally, first time you're past Will all day.
We've done it. We've done it. Unfortunately, I'm not so sure how far this team can really make it.
I think we
You
can get
really?
past Koga,
Do you
at least,
think-
because Koga is
Do you think this team will
stupid.
beat Lance? Or not Lance? Do you think this team can beat Karen?
I don't think this team can beat Bruno.
Karen, no.
Bro,
Bruno probably also no.
Bruno's legit hard.
Koga's going down.
Last stream, we beat Bruno, or we beat Koga 3 out of 3 times, and we lost to Bruno 3 out of 3 times. Okay.
Koga is going down.
Okay. Okay, so Tentacruel, Bubble Beam, Sludge Bomb. Sludge
What was
Bomb's
the first 3 Pokemon?
not good on anything. Dodrio, that one's gonna be very solid.
And if we can absolutely beat Koga.
Chameleon. problem is, once I start missing those fire blasts, I'm down to strength, and strength's gonna do nothing. Man, if Farfetch'd had Swift, this would be Farfetch'd golden moment. Farfetch'd should have a reason to live. Man, like, what can Raikou even do? Oh, wait, hold a second.
I can't.
Hold on a second. Can Roar hit? Does Roar ignore accuracy?
No. Roar Beam is normal.
I think Roar is 100%.
No, but is it affected by, like, double team?
I'm pretty sure it is.
It is.
Dang it. If it wasn't affected by double team, Roar would be such a great move. But the problem is, what he does is he uses one double team, then he uses one toxic, and then he just spams double team until he wins or loses. So
here I can look it up right now.
So what's gonna end up happening is he's gonna use one double team. I'm gonna use a spark. Obviously, I go first. Then next turn he's gonna use toxic, and I'm gonna miss Roar, and then I'm just gonna keep missing Roar.
Hey Steve, Roar does skip accuracy checks starting in Gen 6.
Oh, okay. Well, that's irrelevant.
It's like that meme of they got us in the first half. Not gonna lie.
I feel like Future Sight should skip accuracy. Like, it's so bad they should have given it some sort of redeeming factor.
It's actually 80% accurate.
I know, it's so bad.
Or is it 90%?
You know,
Either way, it's not even 100% accurate until they buffed it multiple generations later, like Gen 5.
I can't.
It again in Gen 6 to 120.
I can't constitute using Tentacruel, but the thing is, hear me out. Tentacruel's part poison type. He can't be toxic.
Yep.
Well, Tentacruel's also one of your better teammates.
Physically cannot.
Yes, it physically can't really kill anything either.
Oh yes, but I'm sure Natu can kill something.
Well, I wasn't looking at Natu. I was joking when I was looking at that. Okay. All right. I think it's Dodrio, Tentacruel, Raikou.
You know, I think the only reason Game Dev isn't donating is because he probably actually wants to see other trainers.
No, I think he legitimately just wants to see it even beat Bruno first. Because let's be honest, this team might not even be capable of about beating Koga first.
Okay, I think we could beat Koga. I don't think we can beat.
I don't know. Our ace of the hole is Tentacruel. That's not a very good ace.
It's an okay ace. Also, Koga is stupid. See, he's literally using a blob from his sock.
This blob is great. This blob, if it hits me with sludge, it'll do like more than half. Of course, he's not going to do that. He's going to double team, but still.
More than half. Surely you can just use Growl.
If he was smart and didn't use double team and just use sludge, he'd win this easily.
The technique of double team.
Legit, though.
Hey,
he could knock Dodrio out with 2 sludges. I have all the. I shit you not. I'm pretty sure sludge would bring Dodrio down to like 40 HP. Assuming it has. Oh my god, I got a crit. Oh, crit didn't matter.
Is merely a fluke. Savor it, toxic.
Man, if I had a
remember this is Gen 2. Double team sucks, right?
Wait, doesn't Pursuit have infinite accuracy?
No, that's feint attack.
Damn it!
You keep mixing this up, dude.
Well, Pursuit will knock it out, right? Without wasting Tri-Attack PP? Because at this point, Tri-Attack PP matters.
Yeah, I'd go for Pursuit.
The special effect of Pursuit is that it can hit fleeing Pokemon.
Yeah, like for example, if you predict the opponent's going to switch, the Pursuit will happen first and it'll deal double damage. That's the whole point of Pursuit. See, double team sucks in this game. You said it yourself. This cannot be.
Double team is stupid.
I mostly just want to get the Electrode out of the way.
Why does this guy have Gligar?
That's ground type, right?
Yes. And it learns no ground moves. Try
Wait,
attack is your best move still.
Hold on. Do I swap out to Tentacruel? This is actually one of its only good matchups.
I think you should.
I mean,
Well,
I'm
wait,
already badly
Gligar
poisoned,
can't
so
learn
it'll
any
turn it
rock
into
moves.
normal poison.
Gligar can't learn any rock moves, though.
Wait, Steve. Poison doesn't work like that in Gen 2. They fixed it.
They fixed badly poison in Gen 2? I don't believe that. I have no way.
No, they did.
I don't believe
Here,
you.
I'll prove it.
I
I'll look
have
up
to Google
Toxic.
it myself. I don't believe you.
Toxic resets its counter when you swap out, but it stays toxic.
Let's see.
Gen 2 is not as janky as Gen 1. It's janky, but it's
You
not
can explain it how
anywhere
many
as
times
Gen
you
1.
want. I don't believe you. I'm Googling it. Don't worry.
Toxic cannot affect Steel types. Toxic blah blah blah.
Oh, my
If
hand.
badly-
Ow.
Okay, poison will take damage equal to 1/8 of its maximum each turn. Poison damage taken by badly poisoned no longer interacts with other types. Haze no longer affects poison. Steel Pokemon cannot be poisoned by poison. Yeah. Okay, well that's all the Gen 2 stuff. I don't see what you said. So that was Bulbapedia. Well, I'm only gonna look at the one page. I'm just gonna choose to say Annie's wrong. You may be right, but I may be crazy. But just might be a lunatic you're looking for. You guys get that reference? Billy Joel?
Hey, wait a minute. I think Annie might be wrong. It says on Bulbapedia, starting Gen 3, a Pokemon that becomes badly poisoned with Toxic will no longer have its stats condition switched to regular poison if switched out. So I think in Gen 2, it goes back to regular poison. I think it was Gen 3 they fixed it, if Bulbapedia is correct.
Oh, it's Bubble Beam back.
This is a lot more than half.
Man, this guy is awful.
This is great.
This
What
guy
the-
is horrible.
I wonder what he's gonna use if it's not toxic.
Because like it's just the Gen 1.
What's
Let me guess. Double team.
What's he gonna
He's gonna
do
use
if
double
toxic
team.
doesn't work? Oh my god, I haven't
hasn't-
missed yet.
Didn't you just say yourself, double team in this game sucks?
Double team in this game does nothing. It does nothing when I use it. It does nothing when Koga uses it. It does nothing when Ralph uses it.
Be careful, that thing is a psychic thing's a psychic electric
Does it
type.
resist Sludge Bomb? I legitimately don't know.
It does. It's part poison. It
Okay.
does.
Okay.
In
Bubble
Gen
Beam
1,
it
it'd be
is.
neutral because of bug.
We got a 2 Pokemon lead. I'll do whatever chip damage I can.
Yeah, Venomoth is immune to poison. It's
Oh my God.
steel rock type.
Do you have any moves that skip accuracy checks?
No. Oh my god, I got it the first miss. What can
So, Steve,
does Venomoth have a psychic move? Like, can it actually even damage Tentacruel?
Let me see. Venomoth has Psybeam.
Darn.
Psybeam, Double Team, Toxic, Giga Drain, so it's gonna prefer Psybeam.
Okay. Okay.
You're a
It's
little
not,
worried
it's
about
not
that thing
stab
getting fully
Psybeam,
set
so I'm
up.
less worried about it.
Aren't you worried about him getting fully set up?
What do you want me to do? Spend a turn swapping out so he can increase his setup? What do you think is gonna do more damage?
What are your other moves again?
Bubble Beam and Sludge Bomb.
Oh.
Who knows? Maybe I got
You know
a
the-
speed drop and didn't even notice.
I mean, remember the rule, if it missed once, it's going to miss 3 more times.
Well, at this point, I think I want to say Charmeleon just needs to hit one Fire Blast. Uh-oh. Nice.
whole thing reminds me of Metapod use Harden, Metapod use Harden. You know, fun fact, in you know how in Gen 2 Struggle only does like, what is it, like a quarter of the damage you dealt in recoil? Something really low.
Yeah.
In Gen 2, if you get 2 Wobbuffets in battle, each holding leftovers, the battle becomes infinite. It'll never end. Because leftovers heal struggle damage. In fact, the Wobbuffet battle was the reason starting Gen 4, struggle damage was changed from quarter of the damage dealt to a quarter of your max HP.
Okay,
This
I
is gonna
missed,
be a while.
I think 6 moves in a row. Very unfortunate.
What move does Charmeleon have? Fire Blast?
Yep.
Honestly, all your moves are inaccurate anyway. I think you should just go for Fire Blast.
Yep.
Because it'll definitely one-shot from there.
I did not bring Charmeleon, apparently. Okay.
My god, dude.
So, well, I guess we're going to go in Dodrio then. I think we went Raikou because of speed.
Honestly, part of me was actually thinking you should go for... part of me was thinking you should have gone for Fly. Because Fly is probably the only move that'll one-shot. And all your moves are going to miss anyway. I think that thing might live Tri-Attack.
I agree. Okay, this is like 9 misses now?
Are you still taking the massive damage from Toxic, or is it back to regular poison?
Okay.
I knew it. Okay, it is regular poison. So yeah, Annie was wrong.
So canny. It's a good wrong. It's a beneficial
That's fine
wrong.
though, because that's fine though. It was starting Gen 3 where they fixed that.
Spark's 100% accurate, right?
Yes. You do outspeed Venomoth, right?
We'll just weaken him up a little bit with some flash, you know. What? What?
Isn't that a 10% chance
Focus
or something like
band?
20%?
I'm more pissed about that focus band than any of the King's Rocks.
That's a 12% chance.
Poke has to cheat to do anything. Huh.
Remember, Focus Band can activate even if you're at 1 HP. So
hey guys, I got
anytime
a
you
notification.
attack it.
Tomorrow's National Chocolate Ice Cream Day.
You know, today was National Donut Day.
I only put notifications on my phone for fast food holidays.
I respect that.
Anything that I can get from
forever.
a fast food restaurant and possibly get a discount, I put that holiday as a notification.
Real.
Come on!
Oh my god. This is irritating.
I mean, at least he's using Giga Drain. It's helpful.
You have toxic damage, remember? Like,
I know.
You probably only have one more turn. Maybe 2.
I mean, it's a 25% chance with max setup. A crit.
You got a crit at 1 HP.
Oh, actually, now that I think about it, he used a toxic there at the beginning of Raikou. So I missed 9 times at +5.
That thing has +6 act. That thing had 6 double teams.
Yeah, on Raikou. But for Tentacruel and for Dodrio was at +5, and I missed 6 on Dodrio. Or sorry, 3 in a row with Tentacruel and 6 in a row with Dodrio, or one of those 2 flip-flopped. I missed 9 times over the course of Dodrio and Tentacruel at +5. All right. By far the furthest we've made it all night.
I know, it feels good.
Happen to be back to back. So far, every single time we've come against Bruno, that Blastoise comes every single time, and it's always the most clutch Pokemon he's got because it's just the one with the biggest type difference.
Hey, the hiker's got a Heracross.
So we've established they basically all have Earthquake. So every Pokemon I have is basically screwed. Oh, so I think it has to be Dodrio, Tentacruel, Raikou, and Raikou's just there for
As I said, we're gonna lose to Bruno.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna lose to Bruno. But Dodrio, Tentacruel, Raikou. Dodrio is gonna be there for Machamp and Heracross. Tentacruel is there for Blastoise and chip damage. And Raikou, or sorry, not other way around. Tentacruel is there for Golem and Onyx. And Raikou is there for Blastoise. And if it's Kangaskhan, we're just screwed. I don't know what moves Kangaskhan has, but I guess Tentacruel can probably chip Kangaskhan for like a Raikou to finish it off. Regardless, Dodrio, Tentacruel, Raikou. I see no other order. Charmeleon really can't do jack against any of them. Except for Heracross. And quite frankly, Heracross is part fighting type, so like, is Fire Blast really that good against Heracross? Come on, come on. I mean, Kangaskhan is not gonna have like Thunder Punch or Blizzard or Ice Punch, right? I must know. Annie, does Kangaskhan have a electric or ice move?
Kangaskhan has Dizzy Punch, Fight, Reversal, and Rock Smash.
Wait. Those are relatively bad moves, but Dizzy Punch.
Bruno does have an ice move, but it's Ice Punch on Blastoise.
Okay, well then I feel less bad about using Tri-Attack. As long as he doesn't have an electric or ice move, I'm good with Dodrio.
He has no electric moves. No electric moves at all.
That did less than I thought it would.
He does have rock moves on his Golem and Onyx, but that's it.
Were you didn't you say you had doubt that this team could even beat Bruno?
I said if the Kangaskhan came out, we were screwed because Kangaskhan is the only matchup I don't have any coverage for whatsoever.
You know, I haven't once seen Tri-Attack get one of those status conditions.
Do you think Tentacruel's faster than Kangaskhan?
It's supposed to be like a 20% chance.
I don't think Kangaskhan's that fast.
I'll finish it off now anyways. Because I kind of want to keep Dodrio for a fighting type.
Hey. So you think the rest of the team might be good? Theoretically, it could be Onyx and Golem. Tentacruel go Burr.
Yes.
Hey.
I mean, if it's not going to use Earthquake. That's for sure.
You know what? Just because you really want to get in a clean switch.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do what I think you're gonna do. Don't do it. No, don't do it. I know what you're thinking. Don't do it. Headbutt.
Headbutt.
Okay, I'm not gonna tell you. Just don't do it.
You want me to say it?
No. No.
He must have Blastoise. He has to have Blastoise.
That's fine. We can throw out Raikou.
What?
Oh wait, that's what we have the Dodrio for. Oh, actually, that means Raikou's bad. Oh wait, hold on a second. This Machamp is gonna use Earthquake, right?
I would say so. Yeah, Tentacruel resists fighting.
Okay, well then we throw out Raikou anyways. We throw out a Spark if we live at all. And then we throw out Dodrio for Fly.
I don't think Raikou would live in Earthquake.
I don't think so either.
Regardless of if it lives the Earthquake or not, we need a clean swap into Dodrio.
Wait a minute. If he's going to use Earthquake, why not just swap to Dodrio? Yes. I see that facepalm.
Yes.
Yes.
Raikou you absolute idiot sandwich.
85 attack, 75 defense, 115 special attack, 100 special defense, and 150.
What more clean swap is there than just being a flying type? What?
What?
What? You're gonna use strength?
What? Why would he have used strength? Are you sure it has Earthquake?
All of his Pokemon pretty much have Earthquake.
So why would he go for the
strength, seismic toss, and earthquake?
Well, at least you got a clean Raikou switch in
I don't want a Raikou switch. I wanted a clean Dodrio switch.
And so concludes the life and times of King Dodrio.
This just made it go from we were winning significantly to oh no, we might be actually a little fucked.
From the very start.
Are you winning, son?
Live. Yes! Okay. One more spark, and then Bubble Beam will knock it out. Assuming that we're faster.
Paralyze.
We must be faster than Machamp with Tentacruel.
Oh yeah, you're faster than Machamp 100%.
Oh my god, I got a crit that mattered. Although like Tentacruel would have beaten it with Bubble Beam, so really it didn't matter that much. Okay. What can Raikou do to a Golem? Do I have Growl?
You have Roar.
I have Flash.
Use Flash.
We're gonna use
just
Flash.
it.
Oh, it's gonna miss.
I'm opening up Kingler Calc and see it if it's possible.
Holy crap! Look how long Golem's legs. No! Can we at least finish? Can we at least finish?
I did this to your Karen fight.
Can we at least, finish him off? And then immediately quit after the next one. Can we?
Nope.
Our only two teams capable of beating.
You would have lost to Karen anyway.
We don't know this. Karen's team is remarkably stupid. I don't know how, but she always loses. I don't think I've lost to Karen yet.
Why?
Well, I mean, so I've only ever lost to Will and Bruno, and then all my other teams have died. I don't think I've lost to Koga, Karen, or
You've never lost to Karen because you've always been donated.
Well, yes, that's part of it too. But I've beaten Karen, I think.
Oh wait, also, this was I didn't put enough room in this chat, but since I put in $5, when you make your new team, against Will, you have to use the 3 worst Pokemon.
What do you mean 3? You only get to pick 1.
Okay. I calculated
against Will.
It,
oh, really? All right. The worst Pokemon has to be in slot 1 when you fight Will. Whatever you roll, the worst one in slot 1.
You don't want to select one? $5 is you get to pick, and it must be played.
I get to pick. Okay, trying to think of all the Pokemon you used earlier.
Steve?
You know what? I feel kind of bad. Tell you what. Who's your favorite Pokemon in Stadium 2?
Well, there's a difference between favorite Pokemon and best.
Who do you think will be the best?
And favorite to play?
Who do you think will be the best to take on Will?
Well, obviously Wobbuffet, but yeah, obviously Wobbuffet. Wobbuffet always kills one thing, at least, minimum.
Well, Wobbuffet. What would you say is the second best? Like, if Wobbuffet was banned, let's say.
That is a good question. What is second best?
Steelix was pretty good, wasn't it?
Nah, not against Will, but he's good against okay, so far I'm leaning towards Staryu, but hold on, I'm gonna keep looking. Snorlax is bad. It only has headbutt, I think. There's definitely an answer to this question of what's second best. I just don't know what it is off the top of my head. There is definitely an answer though.
Tops.
But the thing is, Kadabra's never good against Will. But he's good, like great
Houndoom?
moveset, never good against Will.
What about Fortress?
Wait, doesn't Haunter have something good?
You skipped it. Up.
Yeah, I
up
know.
Couple.
Okay, so Haunter usually gets a Shadow Ball, a Giga Drain, and then a Destiny Bond.
Oh. Would
I
you
don't
say Haunter's really good against Will?
I don't know why, but I always screw him up. The problem is the Haunter is one-shottable. Like I'm like, oh, of course I'll survive a hit, and then he doesn't. He straight up doesn't survive a hit. It really pisses me off. Honestly, Ampharos. And the thing is, you're not gonna like it because Ampharos got very low, like bad moves. But I want to say Ampharos has been on the team most, other than Wobbuffet. Ampharos has been on the most teams that have beaten Will. I want to say.
All right, if you think it's Ampharos, then your first Pokemon has to be Mareep. I'm sorry, final answer. Your first Pokemon's Mareep. You can randomize the rest.
Oh man, look at this. Our boy is back. We've never got him. But remember the Destiny's Child from Stadium 1? How Fearow just caused fear in all of his enemies? He's got Drill Peck Hyper Beam in this game too. Fearow just shit on Pokemon. It was like, oh man, the Gen 1 Hyper Beam was great. It has 131 speed. It's so fast.
Aren't you going to randomize your team yet?
I'm trying to figure out what the second best Pokemon is. We haven't gotten Fearow, but I suspect it might be Fearow.
I thought you already decided on Ampharos.
I know. No, I know. I'm trying to think if there was definitely a second. We haven't gotten Fearow, but I suspect it might be Fearow.
You know what? Since I did technically kill 2 of your runs, okay, your first Pokemon will be Fearow.
Sweet.
But if you somehow lose that fight, I'm blaming you.
Well, I mean, Wobbuffet's the best. Wobbuffet has been on at least half of the teams that have been beaten Will. At least half. I don't think any Pokemon other than Wobbuffet is a high probability of beating Will. I don't think anything. Yeah. There just aren't a lot of good Pokemon in general. Movesets. There aren't a lot of good movesets in general. Yeah, I definitely say it's Wobbuffet. Unfortunately, Fearow is a theory. I don't think we've ever gotten a Fearow. It's probably Ampharos' second. I just don't see a clear-cut number 2 that we've played with that I can just point out of a lineup and be like, yes, this Pokemon did work. Golem had a good run until it got like one shot. Oh wow, yeah, Jumpluff is way faster than Skiploom. Dang. Moveset's so bad though. Man, if only that was like sleep powder. Okay, so you're definitely saying Mareep or Fearow? Dang it. Wow, Kingdra's got some of the most solid stats of everything.
Yeah, most of its base stats are the exact same. It's like 95 in everything except HP and speed.
Yep. 118 like as far as like these Pokemon that have been handed it's 115 is better than Nidoking in every single category except attack, and still almost as good at attack. All right, let's go ahead and randomize our team, and we'll get Speed's final answer in a moment. No.
Your first, my final answer. Your first Pokemon's Fearow.
Okay. Okay.
Because I do feel a little bad that I killed 2 of your runs in a row. Because even though Game Dev and I donated at the same time, I like to think it was me.
Same time.
Yeah, remember in that last
Game
stream
Devs
you were ignoring?
was the other one that was almost gonna beat Will, and then yeah. Both of the
I'm talking
Will.
about the last time.
Okay. I don't know if Cloyster is good or not. I don't know if we've played with Cloyster. I don't think we have played with Cloyster, but its special defense is so bad, I'm sure it will die. Oh.
The Dark Lord.
Oh, boy. This team is facing up to be very bad. I don't know if Crobat's... I don't think we've ever played Crobat either.
Crobat is probably bad. They probably gave it wing
I know Crobat's got great stats. If it has Stab, Sludge Bomb, it'd actually probably be pretty good.
What about Apom? Is that any good?
I don't think they gave Apom good moves.
Apom also has bad stats. Because
okay,
I said,
and Noctowl has been swapped out for Fearow.
Okay. Hey, Bird.
And you're saying
I remember though,
Fearow must be...
I remember I said for Will only, Fearow has to be first.
Okay.
If you somehow lose this Will fight, then
what do you mean somehow?
This is entirely...
okay, we have done I think 9 runs this time, and only 2 of them made past Will. That is a 18%? No, that's 22%.
Yeah, but this time we have
a 22%
Drill Peck and Hyper Beam user.
22% success rating against Will today. 22%. You're like, yes, this is the one. This is the one that's gonna beat Will. It's part of the 22. All right, Cloyster. You're one of our better Pokemon. Please have good moves. Okay. I mean, 68 special defense, and like Will's got 2 Pokemon with high Giga Drain. And all of them have Psychic. Cloyster's basically just dead on arrival. All right, Kabuto. But you're double weak to Giga Drain. You have the same problem with as Cloyster. Also, your moves are not
and
good.
Rhydon too.
All right, Crobat. Okay. 152 speed. Is Crobat faster than Electrode?
No, it's 130 base speed. Although, stat XP could make a difference. It is probably faster than Mewtwo, though.
Oh, it's not Stab, Bite,
so
or anything.
If it outspeeds, the opponent is cheating.
Bite always has the chance to flinch. Just saying. All right, Apom. Double team Baton Pass. If only Apom could survive an attack. Any attack.
Ought to be a youth in 1980s Johto.
All right, Fearow. Yeah, speed. I don't think this team is beating Will.
This team has Cloyster. Actually, it has 3 good Pokemon. But like not against this team.
All right. We don't want Cloyster to get paralyzed. Sure. Kabuto will.
This is like a double battle between
never
a
see
Route
play.
1 trainer and a Route 20 trainer.
All right. Crobat's gonna get hit by Psychic no matter what. So, you know, if we get the 10%, or sorry, or Psybeam, if Psybeam gets the 10% confused, we're gonna want that. All right. Sure. You know, you're gonna get hit by Ice Punch, so sure. That berry. I just want you to know there's a high probability we let you down. Oops. Oh, we're at 64 dead teams now. That's okay. I know it says Elite 4, but it really is just Elite 1. They better pay Will more.
Will.
They better pay Will more than everybody else, because Will does all the work.
Will and his 3 idiots he pulled by being feminine.
Okay, well, our team is obviously Firo, Cloyster, Crobat. There really is no argument. Thank you, Edmundo. I like it too. It's definitely here to stay. Sorry, I had to move something around on another monitor. I like it. I like it a lot. It was very expensive, but I really, really like the design. Like, there were a lot of other curtains I could have picked, but the problem is my head here is in the middle, and most of the curtains were like, hey, like, there's a Charmander in the middle, and then, like, maybe there's, like, some stuff, just a little bit of stuff around, like, art. My head would have covered it. But the nice thing is Gyarados was my favorite design, and it's 2 Gyaradoses on... I mean, it's a Gyarados on each side, so my head's not covering the important stuff, except for the Gyarados tail. I think the only thing that is really being covered is right here, which is the golden Magikarp. You can't really tell it's a Magikarp, but trust me, it's a gold Magikarp. Actually, it's more yellow than golden, but... Actually, it's more blonde than golden. Like... blonde, like color hair blonde than gold. Okay, Jinx. Okay, I did say we were gonna get hit by an Ice Punch. Do you think Ice Punch will knock us out?
Absolutely. Jinx has really high special attack.
Do we believe speed?
Hey, worst case scenario, it'll be a good kind of wrong.
Well, here's the thing. I want to double drill peck it because I don't think Hyper Beam will knock it out.
You do realize how bad Jinx's HP and defense is?
Yeah, but they're both level 50.
You have stab on both of them. You've got what, a 120 power move or a 225 power move.
I'm telling you right now, drill peck is not only gonna not one-shot it, it's gonna survive at like 27 HP.
All right, then go for it.
Okay.
And if I'm incorrect, I will show myself out. Technically, you were wrong. That wasn't red health.
That wasn't 27.
Let's see if I was right
it
about...
was just 69. Even worse.
Wow. I was wrong about both of these things. Jinx didn't die, and Firo did not die.
You're so used to being 10 levels over leveled that you don't notice when things are equal playing field. 120 power does not knock out things that it's not super effective against.
Okay, so since I was wrong about both things, should I still see myself out?
No, it's fine. It's fine. I knew you were wrong.
If you ended up dying,
okay.
would you have told me to leave?
No. Okay. I don't know if we're faster than Xatu, but let's be honest. Even if we're not faster than Xatu, we gotta go Hyper Beam. There's just...
Are you over 130?
I don't know. I don't know what Xatu's speed is. All I know is 130 is fast enough. But I
go for Hyper Beam.
I don't think we're faster than 130. That was a great play. This was a fantastic matchup. It does not get a better matchup for Firo than Jinx because of Jinx's weak defense. And Xatu's defense is also quite weak. Like, these were both great matchups. Now, the thing is, will Crobat knock it out with a Sludge Bomb? I want to say it will.
Dude, it's 35 HP. And Crobat has higher attack, and its stab. It absolutely will knock it out.
Yeah. I don't know why. When I look at Crobat, I'm like, this thing's weak, but it obviously. Oh, it's not Sludge Bomb.
Honestly,
Fight's
part of
gotta
me
knock it out,
wonders.
right? Like, okay, so it's like 95 special attack, but it's also super effective.
Oh, right. Part of me wonders if you should go for Fly, but I don't know if the opponent is smart enough to also use Fly if you're using Fly. I don't know.
I gotta go by it. It's gotta do more than 35, right? It's super effective. It's like 95 special attack. It also has a chance to flinch. Yeah. All right.
Would you be really pissed if I did a...
The absolute worst thing right here would be Kadabra.
It's going to be Exeggutor. Hey, go for Fly. It's your best move.
Yeah, it is.
Would you be really pissed off if I did a $2 donation saying, no, I changed my mind, this team's too good?
I think Cloyster will get one shot by Ice Punch, by Thunder Punch, so like this Fly needs to knock it out, or it needs to live the next Psychic.
I don't think Thunder Punch is going to KO Cloyster, though.
Gen 1 Cloyster, I agree with you. Gen 2 Cloyster, I'm not so sure.
Well, here's the other thing. Kadabra is not going to get the same type of attack bonus with it, so it's not going to do as much as you think, but, I mean, you did say yourself, if it's an even playing field, it's really hard to one-shot things.
It is, but the thing is, this Kadabra one-shot something else earlier with Thunder Punch that it really had no business one-shotting.
Are any of those moves even going to... I think Aurora Beam's your best bet.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I don't think Thunder Punch is going to one-shot. If Kadabra was an electric type,
I agree with you. I
so.
think it will do like 110.
It's going to do half. Oh. Well, I did say, if you lost this, it's on you.
Yep, I'm the one who can... You said half. You said fucking half. You really keep underestimating these matchups.
Yeah.
You're
Remember
so
when I
used
told
to
you I was
good
doing...
Pokemon. You don't understand. This game not only does it cheat, it also cheats by giving good Pokemon bad stats. Will's, I swear to God, Will's Xatu and his Kadabra must have like max like IVs and stats. Like they sweep everything. And Xatu's not even a good Pokemon, and somehow it sweeps crap. But it was nice to see the Fearow do work. It was nice to confirm that Fearow might in fact be the second best Pokemon. Okay, we're at 3 hours. Okay. Oh wait, we played with Elekid earlier. It has Thunderbolt, and I think that was it. I want to say there was something wrong with Elekid. I just don't remember what it was. Other than just having only Thunderbolt. Free choice. Okay. Yeah, on the bright side, if we ever get a team with 2 free choices, Wobbuffet Fearow. Growlithe, okay. There's no way Growlithe's any better than Arcanine. Why do I have 2 Ho images? Slowpoke. All right. Well, you know, I would have taken Slow King or Slow Bro, not Slowpoke. My own Exeggutor with significantly worse moves. I would hope that its moves are better than Execute, but we'll find out. And Natu. Okay, well, this is a very one-sided team. It has a lot of mascots and not a lot of good Pokemon, but sometimes these teams will surprise you. All right, let's see. What was wrong with Elekid? Got 127 speed, which makes it faster than Xatu. Oh, it's defense and HP. Its defense and HP are very low.
Well, I'm gonna get going now. Have fun.
All right.
Even though I killed your Bruno attempt.
That's all right. It is what it is.
Yep. Imagine if I just kept showing up and doing this and you never got past the league. You would probably cry in all those $5 bills.
But it doesn't have to. You don't have to kill it with 5. You can kill it with 2.
Well, thank you for giving me that idea. That's twice the kills.
Yep, it sure is. Annie, you've been quiet for a long time.
I'm still here.
Okay. Making sure. Whoa! It has... Why does it have no special attack? Is Slowpoke known as a physical attacker?
It has lower special stats than physical stats.
Huh. I never... By 25%? Dang.
Okay, it has 90 base HP, 65 base attack, 65 base defense, 40 special attack, 40 special defense, and 15 speed. Don't ask me why those are its stats.
Those make sense.
Just know that they are.
I think this is still playable. I mean, so it's essentially weak to the Pokemon with Giga Drain.
Yeah.
I mean, those moves are very good. And 100 power Earthquake is still 100 power Earthquake. Nightmare's bad, right? A move that makes a sleeping Pokemon or sleeping target have bad dreams. The victim will steadily? How much damage is steadily?
I can pull it up.
I mean, unless it's like a fourth, like...
I think it's like 116, but I don't know, actually.
No way. The only way that this could be worth it is if it's like a fourth.
It's a fourth. It's a fourth of its maximum HP. Nightmare inflicts damage after the afflicted Pokemon or its trainer takes an action unless its opponent
So, did you know it's actually impossible for Nightmare to win in both Stadium 1 and 2? Or to knock out a Pokemon? If it does a fourth, that means it's impossible because the maximum amount of turns of sleep is 3. And one of those turns of sleep is sleep powder itself. So really, the maximum Nightmare can do is 50%.
Yeah. Because sleep is shit. Okay, well, Gen 2 sleep onwards is shit. Gen 1 sleep is awesome.
Yeah. I don't know what to think about Executor. On one hand, Confusion not too bad, but on the other hand, you remember Confusion from Alakazam in Stadium 1. It's very underwhelming. Very overrated. Natu? Unfortunately, because of Wobbuffet, I will put on the items, but I'm fairly sure that this team's not going to beat Will. Our team, I don't know if Slowpoke can knock anything out on Will's team. I almost want to just go with Elekid because it's so much faster than anything. at 127, which might be like speed tied with Zatu, possibly. Regardless, Elekid's gonna get hit by Psybeam. Oh no, it won't. It will never ever get hit by Psybeam because the one Pokemon with Psybeam has Earthquake. Yeah, I have no idea what to put. Executor, we don't want Executor to freeze, so Paralyze. 10 HP. Sleep. No, you're not gonna get a berry. Never mind. Sleep. Freeze. Okay. Okay. We could get lucky. We might be able to get 2 Pokemon with Wobbuffet. The more and more we play Will with Wobbuffet, the more and more we understand how Will thinks.
I don't think he does.
We saw Will play.
I mean, I don't think he thinks.
Oh, I think there might be a method to his madness, and we saw he used Psychic because he knew he was gonna get the special drop.
I think he's just toying with us.
I choose to disagree.
That's hopeful thinking.
See, we gotta go counter. We must go counter. Shadow Ball is the only decision that makes sense. See, he knew he wasn't gonna get the special drop. That did less than I expected, actually.
I kind of expected him to get the special drop with Shadow Ball. You know, the move that is physical.
Yep. Do you think he'll Shadow Ball again?
Probably.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
What do you mean
This
good?
Also doesn't get a special drop
Oh, my bad.
Ball on my Psychic is a 20% special drop. Okay, that's good. I like Shadow Ball. It's really good, especially when they fixed it and made it actually a special attack.
Yeah. Girafarig will also use Shadow Ball.
Oh yeah, Shadow Ball or Earthquake? Probably Shadow Ball. Either way, that's counter.
I'm trying to think that what if I die to 2? Like, let's say whatever attack he uses right now does more than 90 damage. Oh, wait. If it does 90 damage, I knock it out in 1 hit. I guess it's a win-win. If it does less than 90 damage, I get to knock it out with 2 counters. If it does more than 90 damage, then I knock it out in 1 counter. I was just trying to think, what if I were to use, you know,
two
like Destiny.
Much better attack than Alakazam.
Wait. What was that even 80 damage? Oh no. I'm susceptible.
I hate that.
I'm susceptible to a crit right now.
I hate that.
Okay, well, at least they picked the right move. Unfortunately, nothing is slower than Wobbuffet, so I will not be able to knock out the next Pokemon. But on the bright side, we've got 2 knockouts with Wobbuffet. That gives us some very good odds of winning. Okay. Just because there's always the chance to fly, I'll Destiny Bond anyways. It was worth a shot. Elekid, obviously. Now we're about to find out, is 127 speed enough for Xatu? All right. 127, is it fast enough? Yeah, okay, so we know at the very least it's speed tied, if not faster. We got to narrow down this Xatu speed. Like, we need to figure it out. I got a crit. It got a crit. I did all of that Wobbuffetting. All that goodwill and picking the right move, and it got a crit.
Mods, show me this guy's hard drive contents.
Oh no, I have to egg bomb, right?
Yeah.
So it like there's a 75% chance of hitting egg bomb. There's also 75% chance of hitting sleep powder, and I could just immediately wake up after sleep powder. So I mean, we just gotta egg bomb.
I don't think it's gonna die to confusion, though I could be wrong.
Okay, that's not that bad of news. Actually, I take that back. Yeah, it is. I was like, oh, we could just use leech. We could use something, but I just realized we don't have anything. Nothing can hit him while he's in the air. No, it does more than half. No! No! We just did all of that Wobbuffet, all of that goodwill, all of that smart Wobbuffetting just to be killed by a crit and a flinch. This is insane. This is like cheating at its finest. This is like
this game fucking sucks.
This is
the angry video game nerd.
I feel like this guy's like Paris with Ash using Pikachu and using Trickle Attack. Oh wait, other way around. I'm Paris. I can't do anything. It's gonna fly. The only thing I can hope for is the miss. I stole the clutches of defeat out of the jaws of victory once again. I did nothing wrong. I did nothing wrong. I had an Elekid. The Elekid should have knocked out Xatu. It was faster than Xatu. That's gotta be the end. We're at 22 hours. What a disappointment. I feel like someone's got to clip that.
What a shitload of fun.
I don't know if YouTube's got a clipping feature yet, like Twitch, but that would have been a great clip. Just like I'm absolutely curb stomping him, and like he's got this much HP left on his very last Pokemon. I got 3 Pokemon. Oh well, two Pokemon. All right. So let's see. We are now at 66 lost teams. We'll go ahead and pick the next team and select it in game, and then we'll call it a day. Solid. Very start. We're gonna start off.
That's a great start.
Yep. Now we're gonna get 5 babies. All right. Is that even playable? No, actually, now that I think about it, it doesn't even matter. They could give Smeargle the best moves in all of Gen 2. It would still be unplayable.
Wait.
Smeargle's got awful stats. Awful.
Smeargle has Body Slam, Mach Punch, Flamethrower, and Confuse Ray. It's not even that good.
Those are good moves, and it has no stats. I need to see if they gave it the Smoochum effect, though. Maybe they bumped up its stats with IVs, but here's the thing. Its stats are so bad that even they can max it out on IVs and static speed. It would still be bad.
This thing has the same base stat total as Slugma.
Oof.
which is 250.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. That's not even a fair comparison. Slugma Slugga gets attacking stats. Smeargle, half of its stats are in speed.
It's got base 20 attacking stats. It's awful.
Yeah, it's basically all of its stats are dumped into speed. It's not fair to compare things to it because it's basically all speed. Oh my god, this team is just getting worse.
This team is just Wobbuffet and the first route Pokemon.
I understand Typhlosion looks like a good Pokemon, but Typhlosion only has Flame Wheel.
They gave it the wrong moves. It should have great moves and be a great Pokemon.
Why couldn't you be Nidorino? If you had Nidorino, we would have had Horndrill.
They fucking hate Johto.
Well, guys, we started off with Wobbuffet. We're like, this team can't lose. We got 5 potential good Pokemon, and then we drew 5 not so good Pokemon. This team, essentially what's going to happen here is we need to knock out 2 Pokemon with Wobbuffet. And then, like, between our final 2 Pokemon, which, let's be honest, is going to be Typhlosion and Nidorina, have to knock out the 3rd. And I'm not sure they're capable of knocking out the 3rd because Nidorina is Poison type and it will be one-shot. So it's all down to Typhlosion.
Yeah.
And that's if everything goes right with Wobbuffet. Like, we pick all the right moves. All right, Smeargle. All right, let's see what these stats look like. I mean, they gave Sunkern like 50 in all stats, right? Like, this is unplayably bad. Okay, actually, I need to look at Sunkern. First of all, this is like 50 to 60 and everything, right? Okay, it's like 60 to 70-ish in most everything. All right. Sunkern, the actual worst Pokemon in the game. 70 at everything. It's just a slight upgrade over the worst Pokemon in the whole game. Statistically the worst Pokemon in the whole game. All right, Ekans. As we already know, Ekans has moves. Ekans does not have stats. Ledian.
Yeah.
Okay, Ledian only has any special attack. It's no, it's unplayable. All right. Typhlosion. As I expected, only Flame Wheel, but very solid stats. Really, the only thing that's good against Typhlosion is the Girafarig. Okay, Nidorina. I don't think there's any moves that they could give it to make it good against Will. I mean,
this isn't even that good.
Bite is fine, but it doesn't have any speed, so it'll just get one shot. Okay, well, we have 2 Pokemon. I have no idea what to do. All right, so Barry. Just put them in order at that point. Wobbuffet needs HP. That's about it. Okay. All right, guys. Well, that will be the stream for tonight. I know we only went for 3 hours and 20 minutes total, but the overall game time is a nice 22 hours. So that's a good number. Plus, you know, we had that whole end there. That was very disappointing. But I will be back again. That's actually, I don't know. Let's see. Oh, wait. The schedule only goes up to Saturday. Wait, Saturday's tomorrow. Wait, no, Saturday. Yeah, Saturday's tomorrow. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I think
okay.
It's Friday.
Yep. Okay, so we've got Incineroar on Saturday with speed and not. Oh, sorry. For people on vertical. Speed and not Ike. Ike will be next week. And next week, it's not on the schedule yet, but next week we are going to be having Roaring Moon. Sorry for people on vertical. You can't really see the moveset all that good. Okay, actually that works. I'll just scroll a little bit. So this is the moveset so far for Roaring Moon. Speed can still put in more of the backported moves. But the only backported move that's guaranteed is Dragon Dance. But this is how I do it. I compare left, right, left, right, left, right, and then I just kind of pick the moves based on it. There weren't really a lot of the remember moves to give. I just gave Dragon Rage over the 2 dragon moves. I didn't really I couldn't really give Dragon Breath again, so I was like, well, I'm not gonna give it Outrage. That seems like too much of an upgrade. So I just Dragon Rage seemed fine. And I really like how I gave it Sunny Day followed by Flame Wheel. So you have the choice. Do you want to go with a Roaring Moon that's a fire specialist? I don't know. Probably not. But at least the option's there. But it's gonna be a cool run. I really like the Roaring Moon card. Back when I was playing the TCG, I didn't honestly think it was all that good, but there was a whole deck built around 2 different Roaring Moon cards, and I thought it was an interesting strat. The Roaring Moon did instant knockout was its move. It could knock out anything in 1 hit, but then it did 200 damage to itself. So basically, the next Pokemon would be able to knock it out. But it was interesting. I think it's Roaring Moon is based on Salamence, right?
Yeah, it's based on Salamence.
Yeah, that makes sense. This is a very Salamence,
but yeah.
This is a very Salamence like moveset. The difference is here between this and Salamence is Psychic. And Psychic is supposed to be Zen Headbutt. I don't know if Salamence gets Zen Headbutt, but that's really it's mostly the same.
It probably gets Zen Headbutt. That seems like a Salamence-y thing because of Bagon.
I know you see Thunder Punch there, and you're probably thinking, that doesn't make any sense. It's Thunder Fang. Thunder Fang is Thunder Punch, so they're basically the same.
That makes sense.
Yep. Yeah. I think it'll be a solid run. Anyways, thank you guys for joining today's stream very much. Appreciate it. I will see you guys